So hopefully you guys are getting a notification. And once I see somebody in there, then I'll start flapping my gums a little more. In the meantime, I will keep my pie hole shut. And I'll just show you over there. We'll show you around the room. There's Wendy over there.
Hi.
Wendy says hi.
Ooh.
Wendy just got back from dance class. So, oh, how's it going there, Caleb? Wendy just got back from dance class about a half hour ago. She goes to Friday night dance class. She is Brazilian. She does the Brazilian.
African.
She is just whipping herself into shape.
Yeah.
She is dancing up a storm with her pal Esther and me. I just sit at home. You know what I did all this afternoon? I went over to my buddy's house and we help him set up an antenna. Help him set up a nice antenna for his ham radio / CB radio. He was just getting into it. And then it worked perfectly. I got back home here. He lives about 16, 17 kilometers south of me. And when I got back home, I said, I'll meet you on a certain channel, channel 38. And we both had a nice chat. And his radio works amazing. He was getting a bit of a hum with the radio at first. I said, that's probably the power supply because his radio puts out a good amount of power. It's a President Lincoln, and his power supply cannot keep up with the power, the output power of the radio. Says, you want to try something else. So he put a battery on it, and he put a 12-volt battery on it, and the hum stopped. But anyway, he's got a great antenna, and it's fun. I love talking on the radio. I mean, I've been talking on it since I was a kid, and I'll never be without a radio. So that's the most important thing to me when we move out of here. If and when we move out of here, if we can get out of the country, I will be bringing my radios with me. So anyway, so last night we went out to a place in town, an establishment for a get-together for my, I don't want to say retirement, I want to say my permanent vacation party. So a girl in town organized this little get-together. So we went to town and our favorite little restaurant in town. And so we went in there, and Wendy and I had poutine. I can't wait. There'd be a lot more snow. Oh wow, is that right, eh? Well, I don't know if we're gonna have a lot of snow here. I'm not too sure. I can live without it, but I really don't care because I'm not gonna have to work in it. So if it snows, it snows. It don't really matter to me. And anyway, so we had some poutine, and Wendy had some prawns or something like that. And so anyway, we got into the restaurant, and there was live music. They had live music playing there, which was totally awesome. And we were in there for a couple hours. Snow's about 30 inches here. That's a lot of inches of snow. Most I've ever seen here is 28.5 inches of snow. That was 96. So anyway, we get back out after we ate at the restaurant there, and I noticed the lights are on in my truck. And that really sucks. I don't even remember ever leaving the lights on in my truck. And I go into my truck and I try starting it. Well, guess what? The battery was dead. Click, click, click. Wouldn't start. And I was thinking, oh my, it's dark out. It's late. You always leave yours on. Yeah, I left mine on. And it's late. I'm thinking, oh my God. So I tried pushing it, but it was kind of downslope. I couldn't push it to start. I was going to jump start it, like push start it, but no. So I went back to the restaurant. I just prayed that somebody had some jumper cables. I got my license last. Oh, you got your license? Awesome. Well, congratulations to you. That's cool, Caleb. That's always exciting to get your license. Anyway, I went back to the restaurant, and one of the girls there that worked there, Karina, happened to have jumper cables. She also had a Mazda. So she pulled around the block, pulled up beside my Mazda, and I have a Mazda B2300 2010. She's got a Mazda SUV. And she jump started me, and I was thinking, oh, awesome. So today,
I did a video on
Wendy did a video on this. Today, I carved her a tiki, and I brought her a tiki. Oh, you have a 2200 Mazda. Cool. Yeah, I got a 2010 B2300. Nice little truck, 4-cylinder, 5-speed. So anyway, today I gave her a tiki I carved, and you can see it right here on this video. On this channel, Wendy shot a video of me giving her the tiki. Looking for Ford Ranger, cool. 205-ish, yeah. And basically the Ford Rangers are basically Mazdas, right? That's what they always say. So that's just a Ford Ranger you're driving. So you know what? It's probably one of the best little trucks I've ever had. I saw it already. It's cool. I like the pine. Oh yeah, on the back, yeah. I always put the Good Luck pineapple. So that's an oak tiki, heavy wood. Ford owns Mazda. Yeah, that's right. They do. So because I know guys that have Ford Rangers and they look exactly the same, and I think the parts are interchangeable. So, but you know what? The truck I have, Caleb, is so easy on gas. That B2300, it is like seriously the best truck I've ever had. I used to have another truck, a GMC 1970 GMC, and that was an awesome truck too. But this one's way easier on gas. And I change the oil regularly. So it's going to suck when I have to sell it. I mean, I can't take it with us where we're going to go. It's just they charge too much tax when bringing it to another country like that. So I will have to sell it when the time comes, but I don't know how long we're going to be here. That's the thing. We just have to wait and see, let things play out. I need to exact truck you just for, yeah, 4-wheel drive. That'll be nice. One of the guys I worked with too, he had a Mazda, but he's got the little crew cab in the back. And then one of the other guys I work with has a Mazda SUV. And one of the other guys I work with had the Mazda 4x4, but it's a 1997. But he finally got rid of it. He had a lot of kilometers on it. He went and got himself an Audi, and it was starting to get pretty beat up, but it was still a good truck. It still ran really well. Mazdas are great. Toyotas, Nissans. Do they still make Nissan? I guess they still make Nissan. But Toyota, great vehicles. And same with the Lexus and stuff like that. But my Mazda doesn't even have power windows. It's just roll-up windows in it. 4Runner or Ford Ranger. Yeah, 4Runner is good. I used to have a Pathfinder. I used to have the Nissan Pathfinder. That's what I had, 1988. And it was a good vehicle. Something I could sleep in. Oh, yeah, cool. For camping. Yeah, good idea. Well, I could sleep in the back of mine, but I have to put a foamy and a canopy. And I'm not going to put a canopy on mine. I always move too much stuff in my truck, so I'm going to miss it when I sell it. That's it's one truck I'm going to miss because I do love it a lot. I'll probably miss that more than my Harley. I probably will. I'll miss my Harley, but I'm also going to miss my truck too. So anyway, we had a very beautiful day here today. It's pretty cool out there right now. It's only around 9 degrees Celsius. And the low this morning was like down to 5. So pretty cool this far north. But tomorrow is going to be sunny. And tomorrow I am going to have a busy day here getting a lot of stuff done. I got a lot of leaves to rake. I want to rake the driveway. Just a bunch of stuff. I want to go to Salem, catch some invasive Louisiana. Oh, crawfish, nice.
I raked a bunch today.
You can eat those. What did you do?
I raked a bunch.
Oh, you did. Wendy did some raking. I got to rake the drive. So Wendy just got a booking. We have 2 bookings for a B&B, which is good for November, which is a good thing, because it brings in some money, and me not working now. Well, I'm still under the payroll of where I work until I collect my pension, because like I say, I'm taking holidays. I'm on vacation time. I'm on permanent vacation. And you know what? I'm loving it. So, like I said, I think, Sunday, Monday, those are maybe my favorite days now. They used to be my worst days. Sunday and Monday. I don't know which was worse, Sunday or Monday. Maybe Sunday, because, Sunday evening, you got to work the next day. And that kind of sucks, right? You got to work Monday. So, Costa Rica. Yeah, but you have to be a permanent resident in order to buy them. So once you get your permanent resident status full time, they probably are. You can get handguns and stuff down there too, I believe. So they will be. So I'm gonna have to sell my Ruger before we go down, and that's not a problem. I'll just put it out there on the Salt Spring Exchange, and somebody can buy my Ruger. It's a nice Ruger I have. So I'm gonna have to sell.
Just bought it.
I know. I can't bring it with me though.
I know.
So anyway, like I say, people seem to think we're moving like overnight. There's a lot of stuff that Wendy and I have to do first before we move. Today we took a load to the garbage dump. Our sniper shotgun in 2 years. Oh, you can get cool. Or snipers, and that's awesome. Yeah, we have to sell our house. And we went to the garbage dump today. We took in a bunch of stuff, and it wasn't that expensive. It was actually $22 to get rid of 3 mattresses and some other junk. So I thought I was pretty impressed by that. I think the prices have gone down because there's new owners. They were more expensive before. Yeah. And plan on moving somewhere by Zach. You're going to go to Tennessee. Cool. Right on. Going to go to the southeastern USA.
Who's that?
Caleb. He lives in Oregon.
Cool.
So,
really?
Yeah. Anyway, when we're at the garbage dump, the lady that works there says, hey, you got to check out this pumpkin she made. So Wendy shot a video of it. It's on this. You've probably seen it. So it's like this big eyeball. And I said, well, how'd you do that? So what she did, she put a smaller pumpkin inside the bigger pumpkin. She painted the pumpkin white and then painted an eyeball on it. So that was super cool. I thought that was like very, very, very cool to do that. Selling my gaming computer to use to get a job and going to work super hard, get some sweet, awesome. You don't like Oregon? No. You know what? Oregon is a cool state. Hey, go to Brookings, dude. Caleb, go down to Brookings, Oregon, and check out Brookings. You will fall in love with Brookings. I love Brookings, Oregon, man. It is so awesome. Like I said, if I could live anywhere else in the Northwest, Brookings, Oregon. Gold Beach and Brookings. I like Brookings even better. But you want to see some king-size date palms, king-size Washingtonias, nice big fat Washingtonias down there. Yeah, it is expensive. It is expensive, but man, is it nice. It is freaking awesome. The vegetation they grow in Brookings, Oregon, it's so mild. I can get a mansion in Texas for the size of a... Is that right? Eh? Well, that's like here on Salt Spring Island. We can get a big house in Costa Rica and put a lot of money in the bank for anything you're going to sell buy here, right? It's very expensive on Salt Spring Island. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to sell this, go to Costa Rica, get a nice place, and live happily ever after. That's the plan. Okay, but I'm still here. So that is the plan. I got a house. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Texas. Yeah, so what we're looking at, a house that we're looking at, is going to be about $500,000 US, $500,000 US. Is in the hood. It was in the hood though. Yeah, we're not going to be in the hood. We're going to be by the ocean. $500,000 US gets you a really nice house in Costa Rica with about an acre, a little over an acre. You can get, something like that with a swimming pool, fully landscaped. That's what we want, something like that. And then, and this place is worth a lot more than what you can get something for in Costa Rica. What we're looking at. 400K, yeah, 400K US, your house, okay. So 400K US is about 530,000 Canadian. So not too bad. I keep telling my dad we should sell our house. Move to Texas, yeah. Move to southern Texas. My son lived in Weslaco.
Yeah, Texas. Yeah.
But he just got a new job. Well, your dad's probably got a new job. Good job. Arizona's nice too. Arizona's a good place to live. Wendy's friend, our friend just moved to Arizona.
Yeah.
Sedona.
So Texas or Arizona?
Texas or Arizona. Montana's good too. I'm in the process of fishing one of the... Oh, you're finishing one of the ukuleles, delivering it to Cali Clump. Right on. So he makes ukuleles. Florida's nice too.
Who makes them?
Toby, the guy that's got a place and goes to Costa Rica. He does
makes
ukuleles.
ukuleles?
Hey, you should show him your ukulele.
Cool.
Can you grab that?
Is he on there right now?
He's got an Instagram. He's the ukulele. He goes under ukulele. What's your name on Instagram?
Oh.
Wendy should hit you up on Instagram.
Yeah.
Wendy's on Instagram too. I'm going to show you. Bring it over here. Let's show.
Okay.
Here's Wendy's ukulele. Ukulele.
Ukulele.
This is Wendy's ukulele. Okay, I
Spanish
might have
flea.
showed it to you before, but we'll show it to you again. It's not. It's Portuguese.
Or Portuguese flea. Jumping flea.
Jumping flea. So Wendy bought this on Maui, and this one here is a koa wood. Koa wood.
It's got inlay shell.
Does it have inlay shell?
Yeah. It's got the...
My ukulele is individual, is custom. My ukulele, $4,500 to $7,000 average. He makes
Okay.
expensive ukuleles.
Out of, probably
Yeah.
Costa Rican wood.
Oh wow, exotic wood, right?
Yeah.
So how much was this one? About 300 US?
Maybe, 500.
Maybe 500. Yeah, it's 500 US. This one right here. So she bought it at the ukulele shop at Wailea, and it's a nice little ukulele. Smoke on the Water. You know that one? That's Deep Purple. So anyway, I don't know how to play ukulele. I'm just fooling around, but I think it's not a bad little ukulele. I mean, yeah, they had some fancy schmancy ukuleles there, but yeah, yours are definitely high-priced, good ukuleles. But, this is good. She's just a beginner, and she took some lessons on Maui.
Like he probably sells to rock stars.
Yeah, you probably sell them to, like, famous people, too. Israeli Kamakavivioli. I don't know if you remember that guy. He passed away a long time ago, but he was a Hawaiian dude, big dude, and he'd play the ukulele and he'd sing, and he's got a very beautiful voice, doesn't he? Wendy loves Israeli Kamakavivioli.
Eddie Vedder.
Eddie Vedder. Oh, Eddie Vedder plays ukulele. Well, Eddie Vedder's from
Oh,
Seattle.
yeah.
Eddie Vedder's from Seattle.
Awesome.
I use recycled exotic wood, some extremely rare radiocarbon dated 3,000-year-old spruce. Wow. Jeez.
Wow.
First ukulele builder in Hawaii.
Wow.
Who was? You were? Or was Israeli Kamakavivioli?
No, he didn't build them. But this guy
Did he build them?
in
Did
Hawaii?
Did you build them in Hawaii? Or did Israeli Kamakavivioli build them?
No.
No, you never know. Maybe he did. You might have built
He
them.
did.
You know who I'm talking about, right? Anyway, Eddie Vedder, Wendy loves. I meant connect those two sentences. Kamaka Vivioli was the first ukulele builder in Hawaii. Eddie Vedder, the lead singer of Pearl Jam, he plays
lot.
ukulele
Yeah.
a lot. I mean, it's only 4 strings on it, so
And
I got my
Sam
hands on koa wood from a collection of the first Hawaii. Oh, I see. You got some koa wood. Okay, so this is koa wood.
Yeah.
And anyway, Wendy loves her little ukulele. It's a beauty. And well, are you going to bring that to Costa Rica? Are you going to bring it to Costa Rica?
You should put it back in the case.
Oh, I got to put it back in the case. She doesn't like me manhandling her ukulele. She's got an ukulele playing book in here. It's got John Lennon on it. They actually had Black Sabbath in there too, which was awesome. My favorite band. So that's pretty cool. So that's your job, building ukulele. So what's your Instagram name? Because I'm not going to be posting on Instagram anymore. I'm done on Instagram forever.
No, maybe not.
Thanks for letting Manuel Newfies. Thanks for letting. So you know what? I'm trying to get what's your name on Instagram again? Tell Wendy so she can hit you up on Instagram. The fun. I'm fun dot ukulele. I'm fun dot ukulele on Instagram. I'm fun dot ukulele.
Okay.
Yeah, so she can look you up. And you're what are you, Wendy Taylor?
Magnolia Petal SSI.
Oh, she's Magnolia Petal SSI because that's the name of one of her B&Bs. The Fun Ukulele Company. Oh, cool. The Fun Ukulele Company.
So I'm fun.
I'm fun.ukulele. She's going to go get her iPhone right now. So anyway, I posted a lot of stuff on Instagram, but I don't have the iPhone anymore. That wasn't my iPhone. That was my work iPhone. And I handed in my work iPhone 2 days ago. So no more posting on Instagram for me. I can reply.
We'll wait till we're in.
I'll wait till I'm in Costa Rica.
But we can post from
We
my
can
phone.
post from hers. But yeah, so I used to post a lot of plant pics and stuff on there.
I'm gonna turn my
So Wendy's turning her phone on and she's going to, hey, can you go on Instagram on this iPad or not?
I'm not logged in. I have to log in.
So can you actually post like an iPhone on Instagram from an iPad? Or do you have to have an iPhone? Oh, you can actually do that, okay? Because it's weird with Instagram, you can't post from a laptop. Yes, you can. Okay, so on an iPad you can, Caleb says, but you can't post, you can post on an iPad, but you can't post Joshua Oden, fun.ukulele. Instagram, fun.ukulele. Look him up on there. She's Magnolia Petal SSI. If you see her on there. And you can see her probably under my friends too, whatever. But so yeah, I handed in my iPhone. Don't have any more iPhone anymore. And so no more posting. But I can reply to comments from my laptop. But the thing is, you can't post pictures on Instagram from a laptop, can you? It's fine that they only make it for iPhones. Like, not everybody has an iPhone. And like I say, I only had one through work, through my Parks Department job. And I had to hand that in, unfortunately. So no more posting pictures for me. That sucks. I had fun posting plant pictures on there. That's all right. I can see all your good posts. I can just.
Oh, I see it. Joshua Uden.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah. So Wendy sees you on there.
You followed him already too.
No, I know. I follow him.
Yeah.
No, I follow him. So Wendy's going to follow you, Joshua.
Yeah.
My Instagram has tanked in recent years. The updates on the app have really hurt my business. Oh no. Yeah, YouTube videos are good for that stuff too. Post on an iPad, on the iPad. Okay, so this is Wendy's iPad. And you know what? We'll get logged into Instagram here. I could probably log into my Instagram.
Yeah, I
on
just
here.
said aloha.
Aloha. There you go,
Ooh,
Wendy.
those are nice.
Nice ukuleles.
Nice, beautiful, beautiful photos.
Wendy likes your photos. Yeah, she likes your ukulele. She's checking out your Instagram right now. Hey, Caleb, are you on Instagram too? I think you are, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Corona. I'm in now on comments. Ah, cool. Corona. Sweet Corona. Yes, Corona's in there. Corona is in the house.
Where does he live in Costa Rica?
No. You don't live in Costa Rica, right? He lives in Texas. I think he's in Texas, right,
Oh,
Toby?
he's got beautiful tropical photos.
No, he's in, well, because he goes to Costa Rica too.
Okay.
So he's probably got pictures from Costa Rica there, right, Toby? Right, Josh? Josh, I want to call you Toby. The Toby Josh.
I like that photo of the ukulele.
I live in Texas, but I go to Costa Rica all the time. Goes to Costa Rica
cool.
all the time. And how do you think he gets that tropical wood for his ukuleles? He goes to Costa Rica. Corona, you're the girl. You're the beautiful girl at El Loco Taco. Corona's in there too.
No way.
Corona, thanks for joining in the live stream. I had a lot of tropical photos of my backyard in Texas. He's got tropical stuff in Texas. So Corona, once again, Corona, thanks a lot. You guys say hi to Corona. Corona works at El Loco Taco, and she's the girl that actually jumpstarted my truck last night. And that's the video I shot. Corona, there's also a video on my channel. This isn't my channel, Corona. This is Wendy's channel. Okay, yes. And my channel is Banana JSSI. I do a lot of live streams from Hola Corona. See, Caleb said hi to you, Corona. And Josh, say hi to Corona. She's an awesome gal. And she's the one that's in the video Wendy shot with the tiki. And actually, I used her in the thumbnail in my video too. Corona. Banana JSSI is one of my YouTube channels. So there's lots of videos on there. And you can check it out. I did put a video of me, the tiki. I was explaining to people about the tiki and why I was giving it to you. And I used you in the thumbnail. I took the picture of you and I put you in the thumbnail. Because you look better in the video than just a plain old tiki. See, when you got a pretty girl holding a tiki, it's definitely going to draw in more viewers, right? Hola, Corona. Yeah, she's great. So you two are the besties. You are too, Corona. Triple hearts she gave us. Corona gave us triple hearts. Well, triple hearts right back to you, man. You're awesome. And I love to live stream. Live streaming is fun. It's lots of fun because I like to talk. Wendy, getting jealous you're talking to another girl? Are you getting jealous I'm talking to that beautiful Corona? No, Wendy's not jealous. No. Wendy shot a video of me hugging Corona, so she couldn't have been jealous. No, Wendy's good. She's okay. Wendy hugged Steven Tyler. Wendy hugged Steven Tyler on Maui. I shot the video. I took the picture. I'll show you. Hang on. No, we're going to show. Hang on. Oh, your picture's gone. Where is it? Where's your Steven Tyler picture? It's gone.
I think I packed it because we're getting ready to stop.
Oh my God, she packed her Steven Tyler picture away. I was going to show you the Steven Tyler picture.
That's because we're gonna.
I mean, we're not moving yet.
No, but you're gonna.
It was a good picture. So, we're down on the beach, and you know the story. Some of you guys have heard it. We're down on the beach in Maui. We go down to the beach, little beach. It's kind of that beach where you don't really wear many clothes, or you can wear a lot of clothes. You can wear no clothes. So anyway, we get down to the beach, and then there's Wendy is cute as F. Joe is okay. Don't let me hate. Don't. Joe's okay. Wendy's cute as hell.
Aw, who said
Corona, you're awesome.
That's so nice.
Yeah. I'm not the best looking guy, but I'm a nice guy.
You are.
Gonna get some soup. You're lucky. Soup is good. I had quiche for dinner. Real men don't eat quiche, but I did have some quiche. So anyway, we go down to the beach on Maui, and there's Steve and Tyler and Liv Tyler and a couple other people. And they're just kind of sitting in the sand. And Wendy and I always put our towels at the same spot on this beach. Every day we go down there. Love you too. Well, we love you too, Corona. You're freaking awesome. We'll be coming in to see you more too. We'll have our coffee in there. And thanks. So you guys, Corona bought me a beer the other day. Last night she brought me a Pacifica beer, which is really good. And I only need one beer to get wasted on. So, and the lime was in there too. It makes it taste really good with the lime in a Pacifica or a Corona. So anyway, we go down to the beach. There's Steve Tyler, his daughter Liv, and a couple of other people. So we put our towels down where we usually do on the beach. Well, guess what? His towels happen to be right beside our towels. So Wendy and I are doing the sand art, and you can see our sand art videos on this channel and on Banana JSSI or on Jungle Joe C, my other channel. And so anyway, we're doing the sand art. Wendy and I are making this mermaid in the sand. And Steven Tyler comes up to us and he says, "Hey man, that's really cool sand art you're doing there. That's awesome. Let me get you something." So he goes back to where his towel was, and he comes over and he gives us a shovel. He gives us this little plastic shovel, and he's got these two little dogs, Steven Tyler, lead singer of Aerosmith, two little Yorkies, and they go running through our sand art. And I was going to fix up the footprints, and Wendy said, "No, leave the dog footprints because they're Steven Tyler's dogs, Butch Cassidy and Sundance. Cutest little dogs." And so anyway, I get up there. It's Wendy's birthday, and I said, "Hey, Steven, is there any way I can get a photo of Wendy with you?" And he says, "Yeah, no problem." So I said, "Steve, you better put your clothes back on." At this point, he doesn't have anything on, so get your clothes on. And so anyway, there's a picture I got with Wendy, with him. Totally awesome picture. And then I got it blown up, so Wendy had it on the night table. So Wendy don't get jealous, and I don't get jealous. That was a good. And then I yapped with his daughter too, Liv Tyler. Very nice people, very friendly people. And Steven does actually have a place on Maui, so he quite frequently hangs out on that beach. But down to earth guy. And it was cool that I got to get a picture of Wendy with Steven Tyler on the day of her birthday. and he was okay with it. That was really nice. So that was like one of her best birthdays. Aloha, Wendy. I see something on Instagram pop up. I have a manzanita seed. Oh, cool. You know, I had one Arctostaphylos columbiana seed germinated, and guess what? A slug or something ate it. It's gone. I burnt them. I stratified them using fire, and one lousy seedling came up there, and I had it by the front of the greenhouse in a seed flat, and I think a slug or something ate it because it ain't there anymore. So we're up on Mount Erskine a few weeks back, and we went for a hike up on Mount Erskine. You can probably see the video here. There's videos of everything on here. Wendy records everything. It's kind of like capturing history. It was a good story, yeah. And anyway, Steven Tyler was a really cool guy, and I wanted to show you the photo, but Wendy's hidden the thing away somewhere. I hope she finds it.
What? I have it. Don't worry.
Anyway, so we're up at the top of the mountain here, Mount Erskine, and that's where the manzanitas grow. They grow at high elevations here. And did they have berries on them? I did bring some manzanita berries back. I think I pulled a few. I think I pulled a few berries off. Did they have them last time? If I did pull them off, I've probably just thrown them in the ground somewhere. I don't want to be fussing over any fire stratification. I have some Robusta seeds that I have. Oh, I have little white thing. Little white thing. I wonder, white thing. So I wonder, is it mold? Are they old seeds? Throw them in water. Do you do bonsai? No, but I like bonsai. I don't do bonsai, but I like bonsai. Like a sprout. Oh, so it's germinating. Oh, okay, cool. So they probably have a little shoot starting to come out. That's pretty cool. Okay, because if you're not sure of palm seeds, if you want to know if they're fresh, throw them in water. And if they sink, generally they're pretty good. If they float, they're bad. Okay, so float is bad, sink is good when you're want to find out if palm seeds are going to be viable. Remember, palm seeds, the fresher they are. Corona. Was Stephen almost naked? Well, we didn't see Stephen on Erskine. He would be wearing clothes on Erskine because he'd be freezing his hiney off and his junk. We were on Little Beach on Maui, and it's tropical, and I guarantee you he had nothing on. Neither did his daughter. Neither did Liv. Neither did him. Neither did I. Neither did Wendy. But, anyway, it was a good photo. Wendy kind of hid behind him, so she's covering up her coconuts, and he put his pants back on, his shorts, and it was a very good, tasteful photo. Anyway, Corona, if he was on Mount Erskine, he'd be bundled up, because when we went up there, actually, you know what? When we went up there, it was warm. It was actually warmer up there than it was down here, because that day there was like this inversion. And sometimes when there's an inversion, the warm air rises up and the cold air sinks, right? So, Joe, you need to visit Colombia sometime. You have heard of? Kokora. Good story. Thanks, Corona. My cousin has a place in Colombia. My cousin Ken, thanks, Corona. My cousin Ken has a condo. I'm from California and forced to wear a mask. Oh, no way, you poor guy. Oh, I do not like wearing a face. I do not like wearing one of those face things, man. You know what bothers me? You can never see anybody smile anymore. You go into a restaurant and you can't see anybody smile. It'd be like living in the Middle East. You can never see a woman's face, really. You just see her eyes. It'd be kind of weird. I love you too, man. You're awesome. And Corona, you know what I mean? She doesn't buy into this stuff like me, which is a good thing. We think alike. And Corona is a very pretty girl, so she don't need to wear that. She don't need to hide anything, so it's better to see her face. Ciroc salon. I have a Ciroc salon outside in a pot. And we have two Parajubea. We have Parajubea cocoidi, Parajubea torrellii. We have the big Parajubea palm mountain coconut in the garden. My mom, well, not from this Corona, because there's a Corona in here, and I'm not talking Corona beer either. So, but I'm talking about Corona that works at the restaurant downtown, which is a great restaurant. If you ever visit Salt Spring Island, go to El Loco Taco. The poutine in there is to die for. If you don't know what poutine is, Fiesta Bowl's good. And you know what? I'm not a vegetarian, but I really like the vegetarian burrito. Vegetarian burrito is pretty filling. Pretty good stuff. And they got good music in there. Gord's in there singing. They got the good live music. And it's just a good atmosphere. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Corona. That's right. Yeah, we'll call it the Myris. Got to watch what I say on here because they censor everything. But I know, I bet. Well, like my mom died of old age. So I don't know how old your mom was. But I'm curious, did she have any underlying health issues? I have to ask that. I always ask, I'm just curious. My mom passed away in February 2018, but she was old. She was 80 years old. Astronomy reference. Oh, astronomy, Corona. Right, astronomy reference. That's cool. It's an interesting name, too. Are you on Instagram? Krona, are you on Instagram? She's on Facebook. We're friends on Facebook. I'm on MeWe Facebook and SSI Tribe. There's another group on Salt Spring, Corona. Do you know it? It's called ssitribe.com. Check it out if you're not on it. ssitribe.com. It's a really good one. And you know what? It's kind of like Facebook a lot, but better. It's kind of like for like-minded people. And you check it out. And MeWe's pretty cool too because there's no censorship there. And I'm a freedom of speech guy. I just like to say what's on my mind. And I believe in freedom of speech, right? So check out MeWe. No censoring on MeWe, which is important to me because I don't like when everything I put on Facebook gets heart condition. Yeah, so a lot of times if people get that, I'm going to call it the world flu, okay? Just because you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to call it that world flu. And a lot of people with underlying health conditions, even when you get the regular flu, you can get really, really sick, or you can even, it can even kill you, right? So, love this pic. I don't know anybody that has died from the world flu here. I know many people that have had the world flu. And I know some people that have had the world flu and they've had special medicine. I love your freedom of speech and your ability. Yeah, I do speak my mind, Corona. And you know, some people get offended by it, but that's too bad. I'm going to tell you one thing about me. Nothing offends me. Do you recommend that? The special medicine, do you recommend? You know what? I'm not a doctor, so I can't say. You know, everybody's can make their own personal choice. Freedom of choice. So what's good for somebody else might not be good for me. And the thing I don't like about what's going on in Canada right now, they are forcing it. They're shoving it down our throats, and people are losing their jobs because of it. And it's wrong. To me, that's wrong. And, you know, the guy running the show, the big dude on top, they call him the prime minister, you know, he said there's going to be consequences. You know what I mean? And they're showing, you know, we can't, like, I don't have the special medicine. I don't have my 2 tablespoons of special medicine. So I can't go into a restaurant. Okay, I can't go into a movie theater. I can't go into a lot of public places because I don't have 2 tablespoons of special medicine. Well, guess what? The 2 tablespoons of special medicine are already wearing off. So now you got to get your 3rd tablespoon of special medicine. And guess what? After your 3rd tablespoon, you got to get a 4th tablespoon. The best.
Oh, wow.
Black
There's a new.
oh, yeah.
Tell people there's a
yeah,
new.
no kidding.
A new.
I don't like the guy. I can't stand him.
New social media called Unified.
Unified.
UNI.
UNI. There's a new social media platform. UNI.
FYD.
UNIFYD.
Yeah. .com.
UNIFYD.
Censorship free.
Censorship free.
Social media reimagined.
Social media reimagined.
So they stand for unifying humanity. We're a platform for the people,
Cool.
run by the people.
UNIFYD? No.
Yeah, UNI.
FYD. Yeah, that's it.
.com.
.com,
Yeah.
Wendy says.
So it's for uniting the people. It's run by the people. It's not censored.
Okay, it's not censored. It's run by the people
Yeah.
because YouTube is actually censored. And I have to watch what I say on here because I can get in trouble. .com, yeah. I mean, I have been booted off of Facebook many times, probably 6 or 7 times in the last 14 or 15 years I've been on Facebook. And the last time I got booted off was in May. And this is what I put on there, okay? I shared something from a guy in town. And a friend of mine posted, we have an immune system, let's let it work for us. I thought that's kind of cool. We have an immune system, let's let it work for us. Nothing wrong there. So I shared it to my Banana Joe like page. I got a Banana Joe like page. I got my regular Banana Joe Clementi Facebook page, but then I got this Banana Joe like page, okay? And the Banana Joe like page, I shared it to that. And then some dude from England says, you shouldn't be posting such malicious BS on here. You should be banned. That's what he said to me. And I'm thinking, well, I didn't post anything wrong. He didn't like what I posted. It offended him. And I wish he would have said that to my face, but he's in England, so I can't smack him upside the head. So anyway, I get home from work that day and I try to log in and I was banned for a month. Okay, they kicked me off. It's insane. Yeah, no, it's terrible what they're doing. So anyway, they kicked me off. They said you're blocked for a month from using Facebook. But I got out on good behavior after about a week. They let me out with just an ankle bracelet on. So I called him every name in the book because I was mad, and then I blocked him. I just, oh, how dare you, man? Like, unbelievable, some people. Of what you feel is right. Exactly, Krona. Yeah. And what's good for, like, and I have nothing against anybody that gets it. I mean, that's your choice. And I'm not gonna see you any different. Krona, if you wanted to get the special medicine, I'm not gonna act any different towards you or feel any different. And same with Wendy. You are the same Krona that I see when I go into El Loco Taco. Ankle bracelet, exactly. I'm just teasing you. I mean, they let me out on good behavior. So Facebook was going to kick me off for 1 month, and they let me back on within a week. So that was good. But then I got blocked again from posting things. They blocked me again because I post a lot of stuff pertaining to the special medicine, but now I don't really. I don't do that. I post it on MeWe. So if you want to see a lot of stuff pertaining to that, go to my MeWe page. MeWe's good, and I'm also on the Salt Spring Island Tribe. Facebook has got a new name now. Facebook is apparently changing the name to something else. I just heard that on the news. I heard that on my rock station, Rock 101, said Facebook is actually changing their name. Now, Wendy's been on Facebook for years, but she's deleted her account. She's done. She's done with Facebook. She's sick of it. A lot of people are getting sick of Facebook. And I heard they changed the name on Facebook. So there's going to be a name change happening. I heard it on the news. Whether it's true or not, you can Google it and find out for yourself. But that's what I heard. I'm just relaying the message from the radio station, right? Yeah, I know. We've always known it as Facebook. I think it's been around since 2006. It's like YouTube. Imagine if they changed the name. I think the very first YouTube video was 2006. Pro-choice, not what the government says, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good. Yeah. And I think the same way as you, Krona. And I believe in freedom of speech. And I'm pro-choice. And I decide what goes in my body, not somebody I work for or not the government of Canada. They're not telling me what I'm going to be putting in my body, right? So, and I know a lot of people, yeah, you like this channel? Awesome. Well, this is Wendy's channel. This isn't my channel. This is, see that lady sitting over there? See that? Well, no, it's more Wendy's channel. That's Wendy's channel right there. Yeah. So anyway, I like to do a lot of live streams for my channel.
He's my guest.
I'm her guest. I'm just the guy that hangs out here. I'm kind of a loiterer.
Joe's the star of my channel.
I'm her stalker.
You're my star.
I'm her YouTube stalker and says, I'm going to do a live stream for you, right? Yeah. So anyway, she can't get away from me, unfortunately. Poor girl. She has to put up with me. Am I looking at the camera? It looks like I'm looking this way. Where in the hell's the camera?
The camera's on that side.
Hi, guys.
It's a tiny little dot on the left side. Right? I know.
See that tooth right there? There's a story behind that tooth. Do you want to know the story behind that tooth? I said I needed a tooth nice and shiny to match the chrome on my Harley. Obviously, Facebook name change is to avoid... Oh, that's what it is. Story time. Okay, you want to know how I got that tooth? Is that tooth? Okay, when I was a kid, I grew up on Lulu Island, and Lulu Island is known as Richmond, which is a suburb of Vancouver. It's actually an island. Vancouver Airport's on Sea Island. It's not Vancouver Airport's not actually in Vancouver. It's on Sea Island, and Lulu Island is beside Sea Island. Okay, so I grew up on Richmond. Wendy looks cozy on the couch. Yeah, she's pretty cozy over there, and she's got her little dog. Cozy. See the little dog right there? There's Kahu. 8 pounds of terror. So anyway, the year was probably about 1974. I was about 10 years old because I'm a pretty old guy. I'm 57. So I'm skating along the canal. There's big canals in Richmond, big ditches. The farmers used to use them back in the day to, I guess, irrigate their land or whatever, or water runoff or whatever it is. So anyway, I'm skating along this canal with my buddy. I was 10 years old, and there was a bump or something in the ice. So I'm skating along, and good, you're listening. You keep listening. And I hit this bump with my skate, and I do a complete face planter. Wham! Face first on the ice. Cracked that tooth in half. Cracked it. I always had a hairline crack in it. It looked like that one, but it had a crack in it. So every time I go to the dentist, the dentist would say, "Hey Joe, you got a crack in your tooth. We can fix that for you." And I said, "No, it's fine. It'll be fine." You know what I mean? So I got broken teeth. Broken tooth out of a root canal. That's why it's a different color. It's a dead tooth. Okay. So anyway, hairline crack in the tooth. Make a long story short. Every time I go to the dentist, Joe, that crack, we can fix that. Don't worry about it. So I'm at a pig roast about 2 years ago. September 20 or 2019. It actually looks, you like that one? You only live once, man. So anyway, so I'm at a pig roast, and the guy's got the pig going around on the spit all day. Beautiful pig, been on the spit 8 hours. The skin on it looks amazing. He's basting it, and he says, "You want a piece of that?" Because I'm looking, I says, "Man, it looks good." So he cuts me off a chunk of the rind, the pig skin, and I bite into it. I bite into that pig skin, and it's pretty tough, but it tasted good. And I bite into it, and it's like the next thing you know, felt like I had something between my teeth, right? It felt like I had some of that tattoo sleeve. I got lots of tattoos. Lots of tattoos. Can never have enough tattoos. Anyway, I got to show one to Corona here. Okay, so when I do tikis, I like to put that on it. There's a pineapple right there. The good luck pineapple. Okay, so anyway, I'm going like this, and it felt like, man, I had something stuck between my teeth, but I couldn't get it out. And then a lady looked at me that was at the party. I'm at this big party just down the road, and I smiled. And she says, "Hey, what happened to your tooth?" And I go, "What do you mean, what happened to my tooth?" She goes, "Well, you got half a tooth there." And I go, what? So my tooth, the hairline crack finally broke, but it broke just below the nerve, or above the nerve. So below the nerve. You like that pineapple? There, I got that. Wendy did that one on me. Wendy did that pineapple. So I put a good luck pineapple on there for you, Corona. So anyway, my tooth is broken in half. Don't know what happened to the half of the tooth. And I was going to leave it because I thought it looked kind of tough to have a broken tooth out front, right? And you like that pineapple? Yeah, Wendy did that one a few years ago. And anyway, so I got this broken tooth, and I'm going to leave it. But in 2 months, we're going to Hawaii because we go to Hawaii every November. We go to Maui. And Wendy says, "You better get that tooth fixed because what's going to happen, you could get a bad toothache because it was broken in half. And I don't know how close it was to the nerve." So I go to the dentist, and he says, "Here's what we can do. We can put a crown on it for you. You can go porcelain, so it looks like a tooth. You can go gold, or you can go white gold, right?" My safe word is pineapple. Is it? Awesome. Pineapple's Corona. Okay. Well, that is a good luck pineapple just for you. So I want you to have lots of good luck. And you brought good luck to us yesterday because I thought maybe I'd have to sleep in my truck last night if nobody would give us a jump start. So I couldn't imagine sleeping in that truck with Wendy all night. That would be very cramped. So, she could sleep in the back and I might stretch out in front. So anyway, I go to the dentist and he says, I got these three choices. I got white porcelain, I got gold. There you go, hang loose, Corona. And how do you do that? Is that a heart? How do you do a heart? Like that, something like that. So anyway, so white, where was I getting? So the crown could be white, gold, or porcelain. I says, I want to go for something that looks like chrome. So the white gold. So they do all these molds of my teeth. I have a Ford Fiesta and I'm sleeping in it next month. In Joshua Tree. Cool. Joshua Tree. I had seeds brought back for me from Joshua Tree Park in California. And I grew a couple Joshua trees from the Yucca brevifolia. So anyway, they do all these molds of my teeth. And we were leaving for Maui November 11th. We leave Remembrance Day. So it was about 2 days before that. I will send you. Oh, yeah, cool. I'll send you some seeds back. That's cool. So I'll give you my email. My email is bananajoe@telus.net. So anyway, he calls me back. He says, your tooth is ready. So I go back in there after they did all these molds and everything, up and top, bottom teeth, top teeth. And I'm sitting in the dentist chair, the local dentist here, and I'm sitting back and he comes into the dentist where I'm sitting in the dentist chair. He has this little jewelry box. Like, when you buy a girl a necklace or a ring, it's in a jewelry box type thing, a little cardboard jewelry box. He opens it up, and there he presents me with this tooth. It's sitting there. It's got plastic on it and cotton in the thing, like a jeweler makes this thing, right? It matches identical to the other tooth. And so what he did, he ground the tooth down to a point. He grinds that tooth down to a point, to a stub, what's left of it, and they put this special cement in that tooth, and they push it on. And so that's how that tooth is on. And you know what? And he questioned me before I got it. He says, are you sure you want that tooth to be gold? Because that's your front tooth. And people are going to see that. It's going to stand out like a sore thumb. And I says, I want it to be gold. You know what? You only live once. And he says, yeah, it does look good. That's what the dentist said. And the gals work in there says, yeah, it looks good. So I like that tooth. I don't smile a lot, but you can see. So that's the story behind that gold tooth. And I'm happy I got it. And if I ever break my other one, I think I'll get another gold tooth too. I had crowns, 2 crowns on that one, and they broke off. Pirate vibe, yeah, there you go. That one, the crown broke off twice. And I'm not going to get another crown, but I had a root canal in there when I was 12 in 1976. And yeah, I'll just leave it the way it is. I mean, I could get a gold tooth down there too, but they're expensive. Gold teeth are very expensive. So I have through work, and now I'm on permanent vacation. I'm not working anymore. I still got coverage until I collect pension, but it was a very expensive tooth. Yeah, parlay. So anyway, I know a lot of people have crowns, and most of them kind of restrict them to the back of their mouth there, so they don't have to see them. But maybe if they open up their mouth, you can see them. But mine is out there. See? So there you go. That's the long story of my gold tooth. Because some people wonder, why do you have a gold tooth up there? What happened? And it's not all show and no go. It is actually a real tooth, and it's not an implant. It's just a crown over it. Do you have any gold teeth, Miss T? Wendy doesn't have any gold teeth. So, and I don't know. Do you guys have tattoos? I think Corona's got some tattoos. I'm pretty sure I spotted some ink on her. So I got a lot of tattoos on me. That one I got. That's the whole story. I like to tell stories, right? And that's true. So lots of tattoos. That one I got done in Juneau, Alaska, and got a bunch of them here, right? Bananas there. I got that one's done in Hawaii. Lots I got done in Hawaii over the years. There's the Sailor Jerry one there. It says Aloha. So lots of Hawaiian tattoos. That one I got done in Maui, and that one I got done in. That one says Hawaii on it. That one I got done at Tattoolicious. There used to be a small tattoo under there I got done years ago in Waikiki, and then they covered it up again at another tattoo shop in Waikiki with the bigger gecko, the tribal gecko at Tattoolicious, and then that says yin and yang on it. And this one says, that one says banana, and then that one says live, love, laugh, I think, on it. This one here is my wedding date when I first got married in Hawaii in 1986. September 8th, that says Oahu, that's a Hanu. And the second time around, Wendy and I got married on Maui. We got Maui'd. My 25-year-old palm is drying out. Water. Oh no. If the problem is, if it gets too dry for too long and the roots can't get enough water in them, they start to dry out. It's really hard to bring them back. I don't know what type of palm is it. Give me the dirt. Is it an outdoor palm? Is it an indoor palm? And what part of California are you in? I mean, you said you're going to Joshua Tree. Do you live close to Joshua Tree? Or do you live like in Sacramento? Or do you live in Palm Desert? I don't know. Oh, it's from Seed. You'd have to do a video of it. Do you have videos on your YouTube channel? Oh, Sacramento. I've been to Sacramento. That's the capital of California. And it gets hot in Sacramento. And there are lots of palm trees in Sacramento. Now, it gets very hot in the winter or summer, but can also get cold once in a while. Once in a blue moon, Sacramento can get cold, where there has been skim of ice on people's swimming pools. It's rare, but it can happen because Sacramento is inland, straight inland, I think, from San Francisco, right? Right? So if you went over to the coast, would you be in San Francisco or Watsonville or somewhere over there? I was in Sacramento in 1981. 1981. I mean, I've been to California a few times. It has 25 degrees. Yeah. No, I know it can get cold at times because you don't have the ocean to regulate the air temperature. And it can get cold here too. But you know, the funny thing, as far north as we are here on the Southern Gulf Islands, you know, and you know where we are, right? You know where the Southern Gulf Islands are, off the southwest coast of British Columbia, the extreme southwest coast of British Columbia, the same archipelago as Washington State, San Juan Islands. Our climate is not extreme, okay? And the reason our climate is not extreme, yeah, we can get snow, but I'm talking extreme minimum temperatures because the Pacific Ocean around us regulates the air temperatures. So because of that, the ocean is like a heat bank. So any place close to the ocean is going to actually have milder temperatures. And if you saw what we grow here, it would blow you away. So the coldest temperature I've ever recorded here in the 3 decades I've been at this spot is 18 degrees Fahrenheit. About 18 degrees Fahrenheit is the coldest temperature I've recorded here. And really, for this far north, that's not that cold. There are places in our island that it's rare to ever go below 20 degrees Fahrenheit in a bad winter. You know, and there's some really nice palm trees growing on Salt Spring Island. And if for people that don't believe me, well, you can go to my channel, Banana JSSI, and you can see exactly what we grow here. And even on this channel, you have videos of palms, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wendy's got videos of palms. Yeah, so the hottest day we had this summer was 109.2 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, that was crazy, and that was rare. So at the end of June, we had this anomaly. Wendy's, show me her rings, gorgeous. Oh, you. Oh, thanks, Corona. Yeah, silver. Your ring was pretty gorgeous too. You got a pretty fancy schmancy rock there. That's a nice
By
one.
Martinez.
Yeah, she got them done at Martinez. She designed them and he did them. You did that. You said you wanted them on there. Those leaves, right? You wanted
Boxwood, yeah.
boxwood.
They look like banana leaves.
There's no spruce trees on our island. No. Those you got to go to the west coast or north. We have Douglas fir here. I'll tell you what we have. We have the same vegetation that grows on the Oregon coast. Okay, so our native trees are Pacific madrona, which is Arbutus mancesii. That's a broadleaf evergreen tree. Looks tropical, 100-foot tall, bark peels like eucalyptus, get flowers in the spring, and they're covered in berries. We have manzanita. We have a shore pine on top of our mountains. We have Gary oak, which is Quercus garryana. We have Pacific yew. We have Pseudotsuga mancesii, which is Douglas fir. We have western hemlock. We have Thuya plicata, we have Gary oak, which is Oregon white oak. We have them here. We have Thuya plicata, western red cedar, and we have grand fir, or the, what do they call that? Balsam fir. And I'm trying to think what else we have. That's it. Those are the trees. Oh, we have alders and big leaf maple here too. So alder and big leaf maple, which is Acer macrophyllum. So we have a lot of different trees that grow on our island. So basically our island is evergreen. And the understory plants are salal, Oregon grape, Oregon box, western sword ferns, bracken ferns, and licorice ferns, which will grow on the side of the Acer macrophyllum. And we have native cactus here too on Salt Spring Island, believe it or not. There is Opuntia fragilis and there is Sedum spathifolium. They are beautiful. Yes, Corona, and we have a lot of cool trees here. One of my favorite trees is Arbutus. You want to come in here and say hi?
Oh.
Come and say hi.
I got
Okay, so
hello.
hello. Cactus. Yeah, we actually have native cactus here. It's called Opuntia fragilis. Opuntia. The Opuntia is a big species, family of cactus. We grow a lot of cactus on Salt Spring. Check out Cactus Patch. Go to my channel, Banana JSSI, and Cactus on Salt Spring Island. That's all you got to do is punch in cactus. We grow a lot of stuff here. This is a growing zone 9. I am in growing zone 9A at this end of the island. Salt Spring Island has 3 growing zones, 9A, 8B, and 8A. We also grow commercial olives here. There is an olive farm on the south end of our island with nearly 3,000 olive trees. They have about 8 varieties of Olea Europeana. And there's a building on there. They produce olive oil. They actually have an olive oil processing plant. And there's commercial vineyards here too. So Banana JSSI, and I also have Jungle Joe C. My other channel is Jungle Joe C. There's not as many subscribers. I think there's just around close to 10,000 on that one. Serious question. Can I grow a few palms? Yeah. Well, there's indoor palms, Corona, and there's outdoor palms, okay? I got it, the message. You can grow palms, like the palms we grow are outside. Wendy actually has 1 indoor palm. We have 1 indoor palm tree in our house. It's a Chamaedorea elegans, so a dwarf parlor palm. But I grow Chamaedorea radicalis and microspadix outside. Corona, really, you need to come and visit our garden, okay? You really need to come and see what we grow here, because when you come to our garden, it's like you've driven 1,500 miles south of where you should be. That's how many exotic plants and palm trees we have growing on our property. And we used to have 100-foot eucalyptus trees that I grew from seed, but in February 12th, we had them all cut down to size because they were just getting too big and too dangerous, but they've all resprouted back again. Yeah, big eucalyptus trees. You can see them on the channel here. Go to this channel, eucalyptus, punch in eucalyptus, or go to Banana JSSI and punch in eucalyptus. There's tons of eucalyptus trees on Salt Spring Island. There's over 700 species of eucalyptus trees. And there's a handful of them that work this far north. You just have to do your homework and know which ones are hardy. Eucalyptus seeds are very tiny. Palmy Pal, good to see you in there. Eucalyptus seeds are like big specks of dust. And but each seed capsule on a eucalyptus tree, on an Australian gum tree, contains many seed. And what I do, how I harvest the seed, and I can show you how I harvest it on my channel. I take the seed capsules off. I bring them in, I dry them, I put them in a bowl, and I put them into a seed shaker. I have a seed shaker. It's kind of like a pepper shaker, a spice shaker, and I shake them around in there, within the capsules. And once the serious question, we would love to have a couple of palms, but we are hoping to travel to. Yeah, no, you can put them in pots for sure. Corona. There's a big one growing right across the street from Beachside in a huge planter. In a huge planter, there's a beautiful palm. So Beachside Cafe, directly across the street, there's a beautiful Trachycarpus palm. I scored a big queen. Oh, Cygris Romans-Ophiana. Cool. $29. Well, I think the one we got here, and I used to have a big queen palm, but it died a long time ago. But the one we have here is a Cygris cross Butia. That's what it's supposed to be, I think. So it did look like more queen, but people are having their doubts about it when they see the video. Aren't you going to come down and say hi, Wendy? No, she's not. I think she might have went to bed. So I got to keep her down to a dull roar. That's cool. So are you going to plant it outside and protect it? Because we know queen and silver queen palms are a little hardier than the regular green form, but not hardy enough for this climate. But I did see queen palms in Brookings, Oregon. There are Cygris Romans-Ophiana growing in Brookings, Oregon, and there's also Archantophoenix Cunninghamiana, which is a king palm. Not this winter yet. Well, I mean, there's ways to protect it. I mean, you could box it in or wrap up the fronds and put some Christmas lights around it. I want tats. You want tats? Well, tats are great. They're painful, but they're fun. Do you have Instagram? No, we rent, so we would love to have a tree. Yeah, well, you know what? Come and see us sometime, Crony. You got my card, and you can always message me on Facebook or bananajoe@telus.net. You can do that, and we will be here for you, and we will show you our palm nursery. We actually have a palm nursery here. Lots of palm trees. I grow them by the thousands. I've been growing palm trees out in the garden for more than 35 years now, and we got some big ones out there. There's some beauties. They self-seed here in the forest. I uploaded a video on my. Okay, good. I'm going to check it out. How do I stay fit? I work out 5 days a week. I do, and you can ask any question you want. I'm open, and like I say, nothing offends me. So I work out 5 days a week. I go to the gym. So I also have Instagram. Yeah, no more Instagram for me, unfortunately. And so I've been working out for a long time. I've been working out for 40 years now, over 40 years. And it's easy to do. You just got to get into a routine. So once working out becomes a habit, that's your routine. My routine, I don't even think about it. I just get home from work and I work out. So it's funny when I have a really hard day at work and I'll be doing something really hard and somebody says to me, "Well, there, you're getting your exercise. You don't have to exercise when you after work." And I said, "No, I still exercise. I don't care how hard my day is. I still exercise because I'm kind of this routine guy and it's a habit." So I got my first set of weights in September 1981. And I bought them from a guy I worked with. I was 17. It was early to mid-September 1981. And that's when I actually started dabbling in working out. And I worked out, sporadically. Sporadically I worked out, but I started seriously getting into it in 1983. So a long time. Okay, perfect. You send me a PM or DM and I will get back to you. Corona. And so it's just something I do. It's part of my routine, right? I'm hyper, man. Yeah, no, 1 cup of coffee. I'm always like this. I'm always cranked. I'm jacked. And the guys know that I work with two. I only have one speed and it's fast. I work fast and I do things really fast. And I've always been like that. I've always been like really jacked and high strung, hyper. Wendy's like zenny. Wendy's really mellow. So she's already in bed. She's already bagging Z's up there, right? And me, I don't work anymore. I'm on a permanent vacation, so I can stay up as late as I want. I don't have to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Every day's Saturday for me now. So, and I said to Wendy, maybe my favorite day of the week is maybe Sunday or Monday now. Like Sunday kind of sucks, because Sunday night you're thinking, I got to work tomorrow. I don't know. I don't think my arms are that big, but that anybody can get big arms by pumping weight. I usually I did. You know what? I had a cup of coffee today. Corona made me a cup of coffee today. Corona, what did you put in that coffee? Maybe that's got me cranked up a little bit more. When did I get that coffee? I think it was in the afternoon. I think I might have that coffee in the afternoon. So usually I drink a cup of coffee in the morning on the weekends. And if I have a cup of coffee in the afternoon, then I get more cranked up from the caffeine. And it was a good coffee. It was a strong coffee, but she made a very good cup of coffee. Maybe it was an Americano. I don't know. Corona, was that a drip coffee or was it a just a regular coffee? I'm not sure. Was it an Americano? It was good. Corona makes good. Corona makes good coffee, and Wendy had one too. So maybe that's why I'm just a little bit more cranked. Generally, when I do have a cup of coffee, I'm bouncing off the walls for a few hours after. But that was a while ago. I think I had that coffee at around maybe 12:30 or something like that. And generally, I'm a teetotaler. I drink tea. I drink nettle and mint tea. That's kind of my favorite. Stinging nettle and mint tea. It's good for you. So if you got stinging nettles around, don't be poisoning them or ripping them out. Use them, cut them off, and dry them, and make tea out of it. There's actually videos here on this channel and on my channel of how to make stinging nettle tea. So you go in there, you cut them down, you dry them, and then you strip all the leaves off of them and put some in a little tea strainer and put some hot water with it, and you got some really good tea. You know what? It's kind of like green tea. That's what it tastes like. It's good stuff. So try that, you guys, and maybe you'll live longer too. I don't know how long I'm going to live. I hope I live to 70. I'm 57. I hope I got a few years left. They say, that's why I don't like to use the R word, retirement. And Sam Gracie said that to me the other day. I says, hey, Sam, you know what? This is my last day here. I'm retiring. He says, don't say that word. Shh, don't say retired. He says, most guys say that word and within a few couple of years, they drop dead. I says, I don't want that to happen. He says, you say you're going on to a new adventure in life. And I just say, well, we'll call it a permanent vacation, a new adventure. I'm not working anymore. I got things to do around here. I'm busy. A guy came yesterday and bought 4 palm trees. He phoned me. He says he wanted 4 Trachycarpus palms. It was pouring down with rain. And he pulls up in his electric car. He's got a Tesla and one of those Leafs. And so we went out to the nursery and I bought, and he picked up 4 2-gallon palm trees. And I've sold him palms in the past and they're actually getting pretty good size. He's got a bit of a kink in my neck here. So he lives just down the road, but on the ocean. So palm trees love it by the ocean. This far north, they're fully foolproof, cold hardy by the ocean. And you know what? The best palm tree here, banana. Corona. Well, I tell you what. When we eventually get to where we're going, CR, Costa Rica. Oh, Jane's in there. Aloha, Jane. Jane is in Hawaii. Corona, Jane is in Hawaii. She's in near Waikiki. So say hi to Jane Corona. Jane, we have a new viewer in there. Corona, a friend of mine that lives here on Salt Spring Island. So Corona, say hi to Jane. Jane, say hi to Corona. And aloha to Jane in Hawaii. So Corona, people from all over the world join in here. And most of the viewers here are stateside, but we do have Europe too. We have Poland. We have Ireland, England, Netherlands, and often join in. They're not in here tonight, but check out my other channel too, Corona Banana JSSI. And tomorrow I will do a live stream on Banana JSSI. If you subscribe to the channel, you can get notifications. So when I'm flapping my gums on here like now, you will get a notification. You'll say, hey, that guy that talks a lot is doing live stream. Watered down. Oh no, it was good. It was borderline. You know what, Corona? It was a good cup of coffee. It was good. And last night was a good beer. I appreciate you didn't have to buy me a beer, but that was totally awesome. That's why American kind of watered down. It was good. That's why I put the main squeeze on you today when I went there, and I made Corona my main squeeze when I was handing over the tea. I says, I gotta give this girl a big hug, big squeeze, because she was really nice enough to buy me a Pacifico beer when I got in there. I have a notice on they don't work for your channel. Oh, is that right? They don't work on Banana JSSI? Well, what the heck's going on here? We got to talk to YouTube about that. Anyway, so Corona bought me a beer last night, and then she jump-started me. Like, you know the story, right, guys? I told it at the beginning for you guys that don't know. I got out. I left my lights on in my truck. My battery's dead, and Corona drove around the block in her Mazda, and she jump-started me because she's a smart girl. She carries jumper cables. Remember that, guys? Carry jumper cables. I don't have jumper cables in my truck. I got them sitting in my shop here, and they don't do me any good sitting in my shop. So maybe tomorrow I better start packing my jumper cables around. YouTube is don't have any time. They are don't have time for. Oh, they're busy censoring. Okay, yeah, I know that's terrible. All the stuff they're doing, eh? Well, Facebook too. Facebook is censoring. YouTube is censoring. Instagram and Twitter. I'm on Twitter as well, by the way. It wasn't a BAT. Be down. I check my blood pressure and cholesterol, or not my cholesterol, my blood pressure every week. I got one of those blood pressure monitors, and so far so good. You know, I haven't blown it. Haven't blown it through the top of the roof of my head yet. So the top of my head. Anyway, thanks. It was a good coffee. I liked it. And like I say, I'm not a super big coffee drinker. I used to. I used to go to the roasting company 5 days a week. I'd go in with my Parks truck, park in behind, and just grab a quick small dark roast to go. And then they shut down for 2 years. And I said, you know what? That's it. I'm going to buy a travel mug and I'm going to start drinking more tea. So that was it. I started drinking Nettle tea. If you can't hear your heart beating, there's not enough caffeine. Not enough caffeine, yeah. Well, it takes a little caffeine to get me cranked up and bouncing off the walls. I try not to eat a lot of sugar because that gets me bouncing off the walls too. And too much sugar is no good for you anyway, right? Well, sugar is not good for you anyway. So I try to get my sugar from fruit. And I like kiwis. I eat kiwis most every day. I like to have avocado for breakfast, which isn't sweet, but there's lots of, I think, protein in that, isn't there? There's protein in a avocado. Am I correct? And and I like pears. I just had a pear before I did this live stream. So those are the fruits I like to eat. So eventually, when we get to CR, Costa Rica, hopefully this happens, knock on wood. Avocados, I love avocados. So in the morning, I like to get an avocado and then I split it in half, pop the seed out, and plant the seed in the garden. Wendy, it drives her crazy because she gets avocados popping up everywhere. Sometimes they'll make it a year or two and then they die in the cold, right? And so the avocado, I like to put some lime juice on, and a tiny little bit of salt sometimes. I put some of that Himalayan rock salt on there. Oh, so good. So if and when we get to the tropics, I'm going to grow an avocado tree. I have an avocado tree here, but it comes in when it gets really cold and it don't produce anything. It's just all show and no go. But I want to grow an avocado tree and go out and pick avocados. I think, wouldn't that be awesome to go out to a garden and pick papaya, avocados, maybe some star fruit. When we're on Maui, there's a big star fruit tree and I pick a star fruit off of it. Avocado seed story. Yeah. It drives her crazy. She doesn't like them. I think that's cool. You can have avocado seedlings coming up, and that's really an indication of a mild winter. If they make it through the winter, then you know you've had a mild winter. If they don't, well, then it's been a little cold, right? But it doesn't mean it's been frigid, but there's a threshold, and they can only tolerate so much. I don't know what it is, maybe 27 degrees, 26, 27, 27 maybe will kill them. So if it doesn't get to 27 or -3 or whatever, then you know he's been a mild winter. Last winter wasn't that cold here. They say it's going to be wetter and cooler than normal here on the coast. So a wetter winter, maybe we'll get some more snow. It just depends where you live and your elevation. We're at 160 feet above sea level today. Today I went to my buddy's place down on Kitchen Road, and he's 425 feet above sea level. And so he's going to get a little bit more snow than we are if you're right down by the water. This is the way it works here. Topography plays a big role in the climate on Salt Spring Island. I know that for a fact. I've lived here a long time. I've gardened here for a long time. Hello, Jane. Corona. If you're in there, Jane, in Waikiki, Corona says hi. And Corona's an awesome gal. She's a friend of mine, and she lives here on SSI. SSI. And anyway, thanks everybody for tuning into this channel. Like I say, this is not my channel. I just like to get on here and talk for Wendy. So Wendy is bagging seas, but I don't hear her snoring yet. Me, I'm too excited. I'm excited to not be working anymore. So I got all this. Maybe that's why I got more energy. Because, well, tomorrow I wouldn't have to work anyway, but Sunday night, I could actually do a live stream on Sunday night, a later one, because I don't have to work on Monday. Isn't that absolutely awesome? I love that. More so on my other channel, but thanks. Banana JSSI's got more. And yeah, it's and some people are so flippin' awesome. Like one guy in Poland, he's like the nicest guy in the world, Michael. He's not tuned in right now. And the guy sends us this gift. It's like unbelievable. I'm going to go grab them. I'm going to go grab, just wait here, okay? I'll be right back. It'll take a second. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm coming back. Okay, I got another story to tell you guys, okay? I'm going to tell you another story. So we have this viewer from, a longtime viewer from Poland, Michael, and he's a very good customer of mine. He buys a lot of palm seedlings. 2 days ago, I just shipped him 110 plus palm seedlings. I shipped him some Trachycarpus fortunae, Trachycarpus wagnerianus cross fortunae, and some pure Trachycarpus wagnerianus. Really nice guy, nice family. And then a couple weeks before that, I shipped him a whole bunch of Trachycarpus fortunae. So he says, Joe, I'm going to send you and Wendy a gift. So this gift is absolutely awesome. So these things show up in the mail. I love you and it's an honor to buy. I handled you. I know, you were awesome. I like coming to you when you're at Windsor. You're a very helpful girl. And you're awesome where you work right now too. You're good with people. You're very good. And you got a nice smile. So try not to wear that mask too much. We want to see your smile. So anyway, so these show up in the mail, right? These show up at our place. So I'm going to tell you about these mugs. They were custom made, okay? They're stainless steel inside. These are stainless steel. So this is called barreling. And look at the handles on these things. These are like big wooden beer mugs, okay? So his grandfather planted a tree in the garden over 50 years ago, an oak tree. This is oak. This is made of oak, just like they make the wood, the barrels out of. This is real oak. So anyway, the oak tree died. So he had somebody cut down the oak tree, and then they saved some of the wood and they milled it, and he took it to a professional barreler, and he made us these mugs. This is a YouTube viewer, and he sent us these mugs, and he got our names put on them. They're kind of not embossed, but they're engraved kind of into it, right? So, I mean, that holds a beer. You can put beer in there. Maybe next time I come into El Loco Taco, I could bring this mug, and I could get Corona. I'll buy a beer, and then you could fill that up right there. That beer stein, the beer mug that's all the way from Poland. And then I had another girl. Some people want me to do advertising for them on my other channel. And a couple of years ago, they says, hey, Joe, could you do a thing on a thermometer, digital thermometer? We'll send it to you for nothing. I go, yeah, do a promo on it. So I did. So they sent me this cool digital thermometer. The wire goes out the window, and it'll actually go onto the iPhone. It's hooked up to Wendy's iPhone, so I can log in and see what the temperature is here. That's pretty cool. And then I had somebody send me a banana slicer, and people wanted me to do promos. So they said, you want to do this? You want us to send you that? And I said, that's cool, because it's advertising for them. And that's on Banana J SSI. I haven't had any on this one yet on Wendy's, but it may get there. I guess it just depends on how many subscribers you have. And really, I don't think I have a ton of subscribers on my other one, but I guess there's enough where people think, well, it's worth it to do some advertising on there. And so it happens, right? But anyway, I thought this was very nice. There's some very nice people in this world. I mean, it's a crazy world we live in, isn't it? There's just a lot of weird stuff going on right now. It's kind of like, sometimes I think it's a bad dream. We're living in this bad dream. And you want to wake up and it'll be all over with. Wendy said that one time, you know. I love the tour you gave me when I brought across the street from you. Oh, cool, man. Ha! My pleasure. Well, I want you to come up here sometime, and I will show you the garden, Corona. You come up here sometime, and we'll give you a garden tour. And I think you'll like what you see. I'll even take you down into the forest, and I'll show you what I've done in the back forest. It's crazy. This world's, it is nuts. It's a crazy world. It's like, you guys might not be old enough to remember the show The Twilight Zone from back in the 1960s. Rod Sterling would come out there, the intro, he's smoking a cigarette, and then there's be different, the show would come on and be so sci-fi. But, you know, it's like some of this stuff is coming true right now. It's just really bizarre. And what's going on is so wrong to me. Like, I guess with all the judging and shaming and hate and discrimination, you know, there's got to be more love in the world, right? You know, so I thought it was nice last night when I went to the restaurant where Corona works. And the first thing I walk in there, I see Gord, he's got the music, he's going to be doing some music. I see Tom, I see the guy that cooks in there. I forget his name. The chef, nice guy, does the great poutine. And then I see Corona, and she says, and then she brings me over beer, and she says, "This beer's on me, on the house." She buys me a beer. I said, "You know what? That is really nice." And then to top it off, she jumpstart my vehicle. I like hearing you talk. You like hearing me talk? Awesome. I like to talk. And you know what? That's what I kind of miss about my parks job. I used to talk to a lot of people. Wendy for I will. I will. I got a good voice. Well, that's good. Thanks a lot. I'll tell you what, I used to be the weatherman on the radio here on Salt Spring. So we used to have a radio station here. And when it first started, the guy that started the radio station came up to me, Gary Brooks, and he says, "Joe, we would like you to be the weatherman for our station," because I've always done weather. Like when there's a weather anomaly, the Driftwood newspaper would phone me up. "Joe, what was the minimum temperature? How much snow did we get? How much rain did we get? How much wind did we get? Blah, 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 blah." You know, and bring Wendy for tunes tomorrow. Oh, okay, cool. Tomorrow night? Okay, so I will. What time? 5? So anyway, so Gary, and they came to my house, the guys that were starting this radio station, said, "We're starting a radio station. It's going to be FM 107.9, 107.9 FM. It's going to be called CFMI. CFMI, was it CFMI? CFSI? CFSI? Maybe it was CFSI. Anyway, and it was this radio station they started on Salt Spring Island. So I was the weather guy. And I did. You can even watch the videos on here, Crone. I do have them on my channel, Banana GSSI or Jungle Joe C, and just punch in radio station or weatherman or whatever like that. Just search it. It was CFSI. I think that's what it was. CFSI? CFSI 107.9 FM. And yeah, they had an intro for me. They'd sing some banana song. And a lot of times I'd go in to the radio station, or I'd do it on the phone, or I'd go in to the radio station and, you know, talking to the microphone and all that stuff and live on the air. But I've been in there lots over the years doing interviews and stuff like that. And it was fun. I like weather. So I was the weather man for the radio station there. And then what happened after many years, and they sold the radio station, and I was still the weatherman, but this new guy kind of ran it into the ground, and then it just fell apart, and that was the end of the radio station. The radio station is gone. They took so much to get this radio station on Salt Spring Island, and it was an awesome radio station, lots of good content, lots of good shows on there, and then it was a local radio. I mean, you can probably pick it up on the other Gulf Islands and stuff. I don't know how many watts they were putting out, but it's a shame that it had to fold, because I had a lot of fun doing the weather, and sometimes do live weather on site. Like we go to Salt Spring Inn, and I would do the weather there. The coffee shop, I'd do the weather there, and they have the radio station would be set up there. So I'm a people person. I don't get shy. I like to talk, and I like people. I like an audience, right? I like an audience. I like that stuff. So more people, the merrier. You know, it's like when I went to the garden club, they asked me to give talks, and I've given a couple of talks over the years. Like, you know, after about an hour, they're trying to tell me to shut up. Time out, Joe. Your hour's up. You like to make 2 more bucks. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think he might have used, like, we got these a while ago, right? This was a while ago, so I'm guessing all the wood is probably used up from that tree. But you know what? You stay tuned to these live streams, and he'll be in here sometime, and I will introduce you to Michael. He's actually a friend of mine on Facebook. It's really difficult to spell his last name. Michal is his first name. It's Michael, and his last name is just this crazy name. I got it written down. I will fill. Oh, you're awesome. Well, we'll bring them in. We'll bring these in here. That's awesome. Geez, I'm going to have to owe you another tiki. I have to keep giving you tikis. You have your whole house filled with tikis. You should see some of the tikis I've made over the years. Like, I've made hundreds and hundreds. I probably made 1,000 tikis, right? And on some of your, they're pretty cool. I mean, I think they're pretty awesome, and they're not very heavy, but stainless inside. Like, he didn't make them. He actually got someone to make them for him. Okay, so he had someone cut down the tree, and then they cut some wood up. They milled some of the wood, and he took it to whoever makes these mugs in Poland. And yeah, I thought that was just a really nice gift from a really nice guy. And his whole family watches the videos. He's like this dedicated YouTube watcher, and he watches all the videos. So my other channel mostly pertains to gardening, exotic plants, and palm trees and stuff like that. But I like to throw in random stuff. I like to throw in random videos, right, just to break up the monotony. So I'll throw in a video of I think I threw in the video. Actually, of Corona. You're on the thumbnail of me talking about the tiki. Okay, but I used you, Corona, as the thumbnail. That's why I took a picture of you today holding the tiki. So Twilight one is my Twilight one is my jam. Twilight one. Oh, that's cool. Is my jam. Awesome. And what was I saying? I forgot what I was going to say. See, that's what happens when you hit 57 years old. You forget what you're going to say. I forgot what I did yesterday, but, well, I know I went to El Loco Taco. I'm trying to think what I did in the daytime. But, I went for coffee. No, I went for coffee today. Truly good channel. Well, thanks a lot. It's, Wendy's channel here, Gulf Island Rock, and it's called Gulf Island Rock because our island is on a rock and we live in the Gulf Islands, right? So that's why it's called, I said, I made up that name for her quite a few years ago. She's been doing YouTube for maybe 8 years, I think. Was it 8 years? 7? Maybe it's no. I don't even think it's 8 years. Maybe it's 5 years. I've been doing YouTube for a long time. I've been doing YouTube for 2008. I started my channel. I have actually 3 channels. My first channel, I kind of got blocked out of it and I forgot my password. I could never get back in. So there's about 1,000 and something videos on there and I can never get into that channel. So it's just kind of sitting dormant. One day I plan to have it. Yeah, you could, man. It's easy to do. And I think in order to live stream, you need a certain amount of subscribers. That's the key. Once you get to a certain, and I don't know how many it is. I don't know how many subscribers you need. Maybe somebody can tell me. But you need a certain amount of subscribers to do live streams. And once you get a certain amount of subscribers, you can get AdSense. And once you get AdSense, you can start to actually get paid for your videos. You will make money on your YouTube videos, okay? So when you watch our videos, you see ads on them. Wendy's getting paid for those videos, right? So AdSense, it means your channel is monetized. And when it's monetized, music starts at 5. Oh, you're awesome, Corona. Corona, I like that name. There's a beer, that, everybody, there's a beer called Corona. But she's certainly not a beer. She's a sweet gal. You'd like her. Okay, so Banana JSSI. Check it out. And then my other one's Jungle Joe C. Jungle Joe C is a newer channel. Jungle Joe C, I started around 2012. April 2012, I think. So just about 10 years ago. And Banana JSSI, I started a long time ago. And there was a lot of videos on there. On my channel, I think there's about 16,000 videos. And no lie, I'm not exaggerating. There's about 16,000 videos on Banana JSSI. And I think there's probably about 5,000 videos on Jungle Joe C. And then my very first channel, BJ616, I think there's probably, there's 1,000. There's 1,000 or something, just over 1,000 videos on there. So anyway, check out Banana JSSI. Like and subscribe. You'll probably like my content on there because you can learn a lot about plants and what grows in this part of the world. You got to remember, our islands are at 48 degrees north latitude, and there's a lot of people in other parts of the world that don't realize that there are certain plants that grow here in this part of Canada. See, most people that live in other parts of the world think of Canada as Eskimos and igloos, right? There's no igloos around here. There's no polar bears and there's no Eskimos, okay? There are palm trees on our Pacific coast. There are so many palm trees on the Pacific coast of Canada, it will make your freaking head spin. And the proof in the pudding is on my channel, okay? You just go to my channel and you search palm trees in Vancouver, palm trees in Canada, palm trees this and that, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And we grow a lot of them here. I've always grown stuff. I always grown exotic plants and palm trees. It's the only way I've ever gardened. I've been gardening for a long time, and since I was a kid, and I've always loved palm trees. So I started growing them in our garden many, many moons ago, back in the mid 80s, and we have a lot of palm trees. And like I say, I grow thousands from seed that I harvest here on Salt Spring Island. I go around to the palms on Salt Spring, take the seed from them, sell a lot of seed, and grow a lot of seed, and broadcast a lot of seed. So over the years, I've spread tens of thousands of seed in our forest. And it is kind of mind-boggling when you walk through our forest you will see lots of palm trees. They're not so big right now. I mean, the tallest ones might be as tall as me, but they're growing like they are growing in the wild. So there's a creek, there's palm trees growing beside the creek. They're growing under maple trees. They're sticking up between the ferns. They're everywhere, man. And then I got some really cool plants growing in the forest. Google says 1,000. Okay, there it is. Okay, 1,000 needed. Okay, so once you hit 1,000, Rob, 1,000 subscribers and over 4,000 watch minutes, I think a year. I think it's a year. Once you hit over 4,000 watch minutes, I don't think it's a month. I think it's a year. Then you can apply for AdSense. And if they approve you for AdSense, then you can become monetized and you can make money on your videos. Now, the highest paid YouTubers make about $10 million a year, something like that. And that's no lie. I'm not lying to you. You can look it up. Google or go to YouTube and search the highest paid YouTubers. That's all you got to do. I'm pretty sure it's about 10 million a year. It's got to be. And that's a lot of money. Can you imagine making that much money? So really, it's about your views and clicks and the algorithms, right? So if you put a video on and it gets, 10,000 hits overnight, you're going to be making some money on that. And I do have some videos here that have gone viral. One I put on, and it's some of the videos you least expect on my channel, not on this channel. I put one on a star. I said this last sign up. We're in December. Oh, there's a message for Wendy that just popped up on Gmail. So anyway, this one video I shot in Hawaii back in 2011. It's a dude climbing a coconut palm. So I shoot this video of this Hawaiian guy climbing to the top of a coconut palm and throwing a bunch of flowers down to the women or whatever. And I put it on there and I forget about it. And the thing's got over 4 million views. And it's still getting views. It's crazy. It's a video I would least expect that would make that many views, but it did. And then, of course, there's the Chinese military one I shot on Salt Spring Island in March 2018. And that went viral too, and it's crazy. So that video in 1 month made quite a bit of money because it got like 185,000 views in 1 month. And I mean, can you imagine if you had every video to make that much money, you'd be making it, or that many views in 1 month, you'd be making a bag load of coin, but I don't. I don't have videos making that many views every month. Some of my videos don't get a lot of views. Some of them get a ton of views. It just really depends what with the people that are interested in watching, right? So, but Wendy's got this one video on here, Bigfoot sighting near Port Renfrew, and that one went viral too. And it got up to 60, I don't know, maybe it's 65,000 or 66,000 views. Pretty much like bang, it went viral. And that one there is a good video. We don't know what we saw that day. It was filmed in 2013. It was 2013, but she didn't have a YouTube channel back then. That's right. She started a YouTube channel quite a bit later. The camera chip got lost. She found the camera chip because she moved from her place to here, right? And then she found the camera chip. And there was a video on that one, and that was the video we shot of the, it could have been a Bigfoot, could have been a bear. We don't know. I said put possible Bigfoot sighting. She put Bigfoot sighting near Port Renfrew. And next thing you know, this thing's gone viral, right? It went crazy. And then a lot of other YouTubers that break down videos broke it down, and they analyzed my whole family sub, and we are. No way, you saw it? No way. That's cool. That is awesome. Well, look at the video that Wendy shot here. Bigfoot sighting near Port Renfrew. Look at the video here and tell us what you think of it, okay? Because it has been analyzed by probably at least 5 or 6 different YouTubers that actually take videos like that. They break them down, they analyze them, and they still can't find anything fake about that video. So that's what we saw that day. We don't know what it was. The heritage. I am honored to have it. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. And you know what? I've never made many oak tikis. I think I've only made maybe 1 or 2. And that is the one of 2 tikis of oak that I've made. I make them out of so many different types of wood. But that oak tree, like I say, Roddy and I planted that tree back in, I think it was 1994. I think it was 94, maybe 95. No, maybe 94. And it was in front of Central Fire Hall. And like I say, it just it blocked out the memorial for, what was his name? Tony Head, that passed away. And in the memorial, I have palm trees planted. I grew those palms from seed and I put them in there. My dad, and he cannot believe that he's. Oh, that is so cool. He saw him. Really, that is so awesome. I believe you, dude. I totally believe you because I believe in it. I like to keep an open mind. You know, you can never say, well, no, it doesn't exist. How can somebody say that? It's kind of like saying, well, there's no life on any of the other planets out there, but yet there's billions and trillions of stars and planets, and we don't even know where the universe goes to. Nobody does. It can't end. If it ended, then there'd have to be something beyond that. Say there was a wall. Well, what's beyond that? I think that's awesome that he saw it. So you can see the video that Wendy shot that day here on this channel. It's called Bigfoot Sighting Near Port Renfrew. Now, Port Renfrew is on the west coast of Vancouver Island. It's just a straight shot from here across Vancouver, an hour and a half drive once we get off our island. We were there a couple weeks ago. We were there at Port Renfrew, and it's a hot spot for Bigfoot. Is the store still open with the tikis? And yeah, you betcha. Yeah, Wendy's got it. It's not a store. It's actually Wendy has a gallery, an art gallery. And yes, we have some tikis left here. And like I say, I carved that one for Corona. Special one for Corona because she's a special girl. I have 6 avocado pits waiting. Oh, cool. And they will grow, Corona. They will grow. Like I say, whenever I eat something with seeds in it. Oh, I'm glad you like this channel, Windor. I'm glad you like Wendy's channel. It's, like I say, it's a mixed channel of everything. You can talk about anything you want on here, right? And everybody's happy and everybody's friendly. We're all friends on here, right? I wish I could see you. I wish I could see all your faces, kind of like a Zoom, but it's not a Zoom, you know. But anyway, it's fun, and I don't know how long the battery's going to last in this. I don't know how long the battery's going to last in this iPad. So soon a thing will come up and they'll say, Joe, you got 10% left. Joe Wendy. Joen. Wendy. Do you know the name Wendy came about from Peter Pan? And I didn't know that until I met Wendy. And I've only known Wendy for 10 years. I met Wendy on a beach path when I was working down at Bettis Beach one day. And this hot-looking gal comes walking up to me. And we started chit-chatting because I chat with everybody. And yeah, it was just bizarre. And she was with her mom. And Wendy's mom is this hot gal too. Wendy's mom's older, but she's still a pretty hot-looking lady. And so we got chatting. I'd love to learn from you to grow to care. Oh, cool. Right on. That's awesome. Well, you know what? Hey, Corona, do you have videos on your channel or do you not have videos? Because you could start shooting videos too, Corona. You should. You should shoot videos and put them on your YouTube channel. Even if you're going for a nature walk. You know, you could do a video of the nature. And you know what I mean? If you're shy, you don't have to be in the video. But you know what? You're a pretty girl. And thumbnails with you are going to attract viewers. Like, guys, Corona is actually a very beautiful lady. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Oh, dude, that's nice. Thank you. Wendy's going to be happy. You'll like, you know what? Seriously, if Corona starts a channel, I think a lot of people would watch Corona's channel. She's a down-to-earth girl and a very good-looking girl, too. So you are in those thumbnails. That's advertising for your channel. They'll say, hey, I want to see what this gal has to offer in her videos. Let's check out her channel. So you should do it. 10% just came up on mine. Oh, 10%. Hey, Rob, catch you later, buddy. Thanks for, you know what that means? You know what this means, right? Do you guys know what that means? That's Shaka. And I'll tell you another thing about Salt Spring Island where we live. There's a lot of Hawaiians on this island, okay? And some of our first settlers on Salt Spring Island were actually Hawaiian folks. And that's awesome. Thanks, man. You're an awesome guy. And thanks for tuning in. Really thanks for tuning in to Wendy's channel. Wendy, it's her hobby. I got her into YouTubing, okay? My youngest son is a big-time YouTuber. He used to go to the YouTube conventions. He'd go to them in Seattle. He's been to them in Los Angeles, down in Georgia, all over the place, right? So now he's got another channel. He got rid of his first one, which I think was crazy. He had these 2 channels going, and then he started another one. And he was making YouTube videos when he was 8 years old, and they were awesome. And then he got rid of it all. So he's got a hip-hop. He does hip-hop music. My youngest son, he's 21, Trevor. And I'm not much into hip-hop, but it's cool stuff what he does. Your Hawaiian video thumbnails get a lot of clicks, I'm thinking. Oh, they do. You mean on the beach? Yeah, for sure. the beach videos. Well, if you put a girl in a bikini on a thumbnail, yeah, and some people call it clickbait, but if it's Wendy in a bikini, that ain't clickbait. She's on the beach. So anyway, I'm going to tell you about the Hawaiians on Salt Spring. A lot of people don't know this. So some of our first settlers in the 1800s came from the Hawaiian Islands, okay? Now, the little church on the south end of Salt Spring Island is a little stone church. It was built out of wood, and the oldest church on Salt Spring, St. Paul's, it was encased in stone in 1973, okay? A stone salesman, fake stone salesman, fake stone, a salesman of fake stone came to Salt Spring, and he's trying to sell this fake stone. It looks real, but it's not real stone. So anyway, they bought it. The church said, okay, so he encased it in stone in 1973. But that church was built by Hawaiians, okay? And it opened in circa 1880. And that graveyard there is a Hawaiian graveyard, okay? Those people laid to rest there are Hawaiians. Now, there is a Hawaiian in there that is a direct descendant of King Kamehameha, William Nakana. And his daughter, Matilda Nakana Harris, is actually also in there too. He died around 1909, so 112 years ago. And his daughter died a long time ago too. And Matilda Harris is actually, we have our own currency here, by the way, too. So we have denominations from 1 to 100. There's a group on Salt Spring that wanted to separate from the rest of Canada. They wanted to become independent. That was a long time ago. It never happened. We have our own flag. We have our own currency because of it and this and that. There used to be stickers. So on the $2 US banknote, on the $2 US, or on the $2 Salt Spring Island banknote is a Hawaiian. So if you're on Salt Spring Island, you go to the Chamber of Commerce. ATMs used to dispense them. If you go to Thrifty's Foods and you go to the express checkout and you say, I would like some Salt Spring Island currency, I would like a $2 banknote. I'm trying not to wear that mask as much. No, don't, man. Show your pretty face, Corona. I mean, you really got a beautiful face. Show that face. And definitely don't wear it if you're going to shoot a video. Do not wear a mask. I can't stand when people wear masks outside. Okay, I can see it inside. But when people are walking around outside with a mask on, come on, man, breathe the fresh air. There's lots of fresh air out there to breathe. Why are you wearing a mask? It can't be good for you. Like, it drives me crazy. Even when I had to go into the office, I had to put one of those things on. It's like, it feels like I'm suffocating. It feels like that mask is suffocating me. You're supposed to release your toxins, right? Not keep them in, right? And masks are probably full of germs, right? I mean, people wearing these things all day. So anyway, I know the rules and you probably have to. I still wear a mask. Yeah, well, we have to too. We have to. When we go to the grocery store here, we have to wear a mask. When I go to the post office, it's just the way it is. They mandated it. And mandate doesn't necessarily mean it's the law. You know what I mean? It actually isn't law. It's still unlawful. But you know what? I'll do it just for sake of argument. I don't want our people, yelling at me or whatever. So I wear it. And I'm in the grocery store for a very short time. I'm in there for 5 minutes maybe. I go in there, get a couple of things. No more than probably 10 minutes. And so it's no big deal. So wear a mask in the grocery store, but outside, breathe the fresh air. Rand Paul. Why do I know that name? Rand Paul. Where have I heard that? I think I know RuPaul. RuPaul's that drag dude, right? He used to have RuPaul's Drag Race, drag queens, right? You remember that show? It was on Netflix. And I got to stretch my neck. I'm just stretching because sitting here, I'm getting kind of a sore neck. Okay. Fauci. Oh, he is. So he's the lawyer or something, isn't he? Fauci's the scientist and the other guy is the lawyer. Oh, that's interesting. So do you think the truth is going to start to come out? You're awesome, Corona. Gotta love Corona. You're an awesome gal. You know what? I should have told you that when you were at Windsor. Congressman, always a congressman. So the truth is starting to come out then, right? Right? When Windar, is it coming out? I hope it comes out in Canada too. There's some states that don't buy into it, like Montana, Tennessee. That's awesome. That's what I like to hear. Tennessee, Montana, Texas, Florida. I know in Arizona, our friend just moved to Sedona. She got out of Canada in time. And I like to call it China. I got a really stiff neck right now. And I know Twoji, light up. He called out Chinese. The Chinese involvement. Yeah, I don't trust those guys. Well, I do call this China. It seems to be changing. It's the guy. So apparently he's over at some climate change summit thing in the Netherlands, the leader of our country. And apparently he was the only guy there wearing a mask and the only guy bumping elbows. Apparently everybody else is shaking hands and they didn't have masks on. But the guy running our country, he's got one on. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I say, it drives me crazy when I see these young people outside wearing them. I don't like Biden either. He's just as bad as the guy running our country. I got to stretch. Sorry, guys. I just got to stretch out a bit. My neck is sore. My back of my neck is sore. It's maybe in the position. Maybe I should sit down and put my head back against the couch. There. Or put a pillow behind me. He's pretty old too. How old is Biden? 100? He's a. Oh, that's better. Biden's an old dude, isn't he? Isn't he like just about 80 or something, right? 900. Yeah, I was close. I think he might be losing it. Maybe he's getting dementia or something like that, but I don't like the way he thinks. I don't like the way our tyrannical government is working. I don't like the leader of our province. I don't like Bonnie Henry. I don't like Tam. I don't like any of them. I love you and your community commitment and once you've had. Oh, thanks, man. You're awesome. God, I love this Corona. Did you see his arms? No, I didn't see his arms. What are they? Pencil arms, or is he ripped rock hard, ripped and chiseled? Is he rock hard, ripped and chiseled? You know what, Corona? I try to be nice to everybody because life is short, and you kind of want to be remembered as a good guy, not a bad person. Because life is so short, and if you're an a-hole to everybody, you'll be remembered as, man, that guy was an a-hole, or that gal was a biatch. She was not a nice person, and I know you as a nice person, and that's a good thing. And so I treat everybody with respect, and I treat everybody the way I want to be treated. So I want to be treated nicely. Sometimes I've had people yell at me in the park. I mean, we're doing our job, and I've had many people yell at me in the park. He held his arms 45 degrees, 30 seconds, and the reason. No way, really? I don't know how much longer that guy's going to be around. I mean, he might clap and have a stroke on stage or something, right? But anyway, Corona, we've taken our fair share of abuse from people in the community, believe it or not, just doing our job, cleaning the bathrooms in Centennial Park. And you'll have people come up there and just start screaming at you, yelling at you. I was cleaning the flagpole last Remembrance Day, and a guy came up and started yelling at me because he walks through the park with his dog, and I love dogs. I give all the dogs treats. And I'm cleaning the flagpole with the scrub brush just before Remembrance Day. I think it was a couple days before Remembrance Day. He walks near the flagpole, and he shouldn't have. There's no dogs allowed in the park. We got 14 no dog signs up. We put them everywhere. He walks past the flagpole as I'm scrubbing it, and he says, "Hey man, you splash some." Check out Sam Hyde. Good. Okay, I will. That's cool. Sam Hyde. I will check it out. He says, "You splash some effing soap on my dog, and how dare?" It's like, I've totally lost my mind on the guy, man. It's like, are you kidding me? I lost my mind on the dude. And there was the guy from the liquor store was standing there. One of the guys I worked there was standing there too, man. So when I'm doing my job, if someone starts to chew me out, man, I go back full force on them, and it's not good. I'm a hot-blooded Italian, right? My temper I just snap on them, and that happened many times. I walk into the park one day. This is about 3-4 years ago, and some guy I was with the guy I work with, and first thing in the morning, this guy comes up to me and starts screaming at me, yelling at me. Oh, he didn't know what hit him, man. It's like I dropped an atomic bomb on him. And the guy I worked with thought I was going to kill him. He went back to where he says, I thought Joe was going to kill the guy. I actually chased him out of the park. And I lost my mind. Then I had to fill out an incident report. I've had to fill out several incident reports because of it. And then the last one I had to fill out was a guy, we're cleaning the bathrooms, and it was 2:00 in the afternoon or 1:30 in the afternoon. And the bathroom, we put a closed sign out front where we clean them. We have to clean them 3 times a day. It's just protocol. They want us to do that. So I'm cleaning the bathrooms, and this guy comes up and starts yelling at us. Tall guy, big guy. And he says, I need to use the bathrooms now. I need to get in there now. I'm a taxpayer. And this and that. It's like, And then he started calling us names. Ho, 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 ho. It wasn't good. I called him, I won't even tell you what I called the guy. I called him a big dumb you know what. And then I took my fist and I slammed it into the wall beside him. And basically I said, the next one's going through the side of your head. And I chased him out the parquet. So at the end of the day, I'm cleaning the garbages up and I see him and I'm watching him. I got my eye on him. Cleaning the garbages, got my eye on him. And the one guy says, you better watch him. I said, no, don't worry, I'm watching him. So he comes up to me as he's approaching me, and I'm getting ready, right? So this guy's approaching me. Big guy, he's like 6'4", but skinny like a rib, right? I only got to have a problem knocking the guy down. So anyway, the guy comes up to me and he says, "Oh man, I'm so sorry. Your tiki are beautiful and sentiment, your passion and cause." Oh, thanks. Well, I'll tell you the reason why I make tikis. Anyway, the guy said he was sorry to me. I says, "That's nice. Apology accepted." He says, "I'm sorry for yelling at you." I says, and that's happened before too, where I've chased guys out of the parks and actually had to call the cops. I can tell you lots of stories. It'll be like an episode of Parks and Rec, but better. So, Corona, the one reason I make tikis, it's because we have a lot of Hawaiians on Salt Spring Island, and that's part of the Hawaiian culture is to make tiki. So I thought it's something to recognize that there are actually Hawaiians living on this island. And somebody asked me, why tikis? I go to Hawaii a lot. I've been to Hawaii. I can tell you how many times I've been to Hawaii. 26 times I've been to the Hawaiian Islands. A lot. I was married there twice. And I love the place. I love the Hawaiian Islands. So I make tikis because we do actually have a Hawaiian influence on our island. In front of the B&Bs we have here, took early retirement a few years back. Oh, you dog. Oh, that's awesome, Bob. Bob, dude, I like that name. Well, yeah, I took early permanent vacation too. And you know what? I'm kind of liking this. I'm kind of liking this early permanent vacation. I can go to town anytime I want. I can do whatever I want. I don't have to get up and work in the rain. Don't get me wrong. I love my job. I think my job is a totally awesome job. The summertime, I love and appreciate it. Oh, I'm so glad you like it, man. And I like the 3 hearts. I like the 3 heart emojis. I often do heart emojis. And you know what? You can't tell people enough that you love them, right? It's cool to tell someone you love them. I mean, that's a good thing because there's so much hate and anger I find in the world right now. You know what? And I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are, and I totally appreciate you guys tuning in and listening to me babble. I'm amazed I don't have a hoarse voice yet or a dry throat, but I'm having kind of fun here. I think this is a 107-minute live stream, and the battery indicator thing has not come on yet. This is Wendy's iPad. I don't own an iPad. I got a few laptops. I just use some old laptops, do my stuff, right? And Corona, I'm so happy that you like that tiki, and you made our day last night. You made our night last night. It was nice. You bought me a Pacifico beer, and then you drove around the block and you jump started my Mazda with your Mazda, Mazda to Mazda. We hooked up 2 Mazdas, and even cooler, a Mazda jump starting a Mazda. That was the first time I've ever got it jump started. Really, it's a very great vehicle, very reliable vehicle. But my bad for leaving the lights on, and my bad for not having jumper cables. But thank God there is a smart girl in town that carries jumper cables. So I put that out there to you folks. Carry jumper cables because you never know when you're going to need them. It would have sucked if there was nobody around to jump me last night. I really don't know what I would have done. I would have to slept in the truck. I couldn't take the bus home. There's no bus that comes up to this end of the island. I don't even know if the bus was running it that late at night. I don't think it does. So thank you so much, and that's your good luck, tiki. I gave a tiki to one of the girls I work with, the workout girl, because I make videos or wherever so often I scare the crap out of her. I scare the crap out of Molly, the workout girl. And that's a thing we got going on. And she'll scare me too, but she doesn't videotape it. I'll be sitting there and she'll come up behind me and she'll push me and she'll scare me, right? And she's got me good a couple of times, right? So I said, one last scare, Molly. You can see it on this channel and you can see it on Jungle Joe. See, there's a whole series of scare the personal trainer or scare the workout girl, Molly. She's funny. So it was the last day of work. Was it the last day of work or the second to last day of work? So I see she had to go to the can. So I went into her portable where she works out and I hid around the corner. Got the camera running. I watched your live streams after the fact. I missed them. Oh, I'm glad you're in here, Bob, dude. I'm glad you're watching them. You know what? And I mean, we talk about random stuff in here. So anyway, I'm waiting around the corner in the portable, and I got the camera running. I love to get it on film because it makes for a good video. And she comes in the door and I scare her. And I scared the crap out of her. She's a tough one to crack. She's a tough one to scare. Because most of the time she knows I'm maybe lurking around the corner. Says, that Joe, when she doesn't see me in my Parks truck and it's lunchtime, because I like to eat my lunch in my Parks truck, and I park where I can get internet near where she works out. When she doesn't see me in my Parks truck, she knows that I could be hiding around the corner ready to scare her. So, but this time she didn't clue on. So she didn't clue into me. So when she went to the can, I went into the portable. I was hiding around the bathroom and I scared the crap out of her. We would love to help you carry. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. You're awesome. Well, you know, Corona, I don't know how long I'm actually going to be here. So, I mean, it takes time. Like I say, we're going through the process. That takes time. We're in phase one. It takes many, many months. I mean, I'm guessing I'm still going to be here next spring and into next summer. You know, people seem to think I've sold our place and we're heading to Costa Rica right now. No, we still got to figure out how we're going to get the heck out of Canada. Canada is going to be a tricky one to get out of. Getting to Costa Rica will be easy, getting into Costa Rica, but getting out of Canada might be a little tricky. So I'm sure hoping these restrictions are temporary. I mean, I know the pass thing into the restaurants is supposed to end in January, but who knows? You know, they keep getting people's hopes up, and then you know you don't have to wear a mask. You have to wear a mask. You don't have to socialize. You have to know this. You can't have so many people in your crowd. You can have so many people in your crowd. You can't do this. You can't do that. So they give you a bit of freedom, then they take it away. So it's kind of like this mind torture that's going on, which is kind of a drag. But anyway, I'm hoping it all ends. I keep praying that the truth is going to come out and prevail, and these bad people will be put away and punished for what they're doing to us, man. It's so wrong in every way. Subscribe to your channel. You have 3 scare videos. Oh yeah, you like the scare video? Cool. Well, there's more of them on there. There's lots of scare Molly videos. So I was saying I gave Molly a tiki. I make small tikis too. So I gave her a little tiki and she was so happy. It's got a pineapple on the back. And I said, Molly, you've been awesome. She gave me a big hug. Gave her a hug. I says, it's been great working with you and seeing you. And, you know, definitely going to miss her. She says, I'm going to miss you. And we always have lots of fun, you know. And so it is sad because I got to leave the people behind that I see every day, 5 days a week, and that I work with. I see Molly 5 days a week. I see the guys I work with 5 days a week, and I'm not seeing them anymore. So that's a big change in my life. I've been seeing these people, not Molly, but the guys I work with. I've been there 19 years. I've been there longer than all of those people, except the manager. He's been with CRD 25 years, but he came from off island. So I've been the longest than any of those workers there. And I think the longest the other guys, 2 guys, have been is just about 10 years. So I'm 19 years. And then 2 guys, one guy's 5 or 6 years, another guy's 5 years, another guy's 4 or 5 years, and one guy's 2 years. So they're like they become part of your family. So, you know, I get up early in the morning, every morning, and I got this routine. And it's weird kind of not having the routine. I get up around 4:45 a.m. every morning. Don't even need an alarm to get up. It's just built an alarm clock. I go down, I get my tea ready the night before. I pour the hot water. I put the kettle on. This is my routine. I get out of bed. I do some exercises. This is a routine I have. I'm a routine guy. I do these, you know, those things you squeeze to make your hands strong? I've been doing those since 1985 religiously, okay? Since 1985, I could have been 84. I think 84, 85. I've been squeezing those things 5 days a week. I used to do them 7. That's the first thing I do. Then I go down to the kitchen and I make my tea. I put the hot water into the thing. Then I go up and put a YouTube video on my thing, on my channel. And then I go back down to the kitchen and I eat my avocado. And I know it's routine. Main problem with mask and distance and info. It is. Well, it doesn't make sense because I'll tell you what doesn't make sense. When I go into a restaurant, you have to wear one. But the minute you sit down, you don't have to wear one. So I'm safe when I sit down, but the person that's standing right beside me, can be inches away from me, is not safe. And what is it? That flu only hovers around shoulder height or something like that, and it doesn't go down and settle around table height. So people at the table are safe, but the people that are standing up aren't safe. It doesn't make sense, does it? So you can take it off when you sit down, but the minute you stand up, you got to put it on. So who makes up these stupid rules? To me, those are silly. They don't make sense. None of it makes sense to me. And why is it that all the people that have the special medicine are wearing masks outside and they seem to be afraid? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. I really don't get any of it. So I don't want to try to make sense of it. Anyway, that's my routine. And I leave, and then I go upstairs and I do a bunch of crunches. And then I get out of here by about 20 after 6. I leave quarter after 6, 20 after 6. A lot of times I'm at work at 20 after 6, before 6:30. So I leave the house pretty early. So not doing that routine anymore is kind of weird. You know, it's just weird. When I drove through town today, I saw the guys that I work with putting up Christmas lights in Centennial Park. I usually do that with them. So I saw the trucks there and they're putting up Christmas lights. That's something that I usually do. It's just, it's like I'm on this vacation. When you're on vacation, you know you're going to go back, but I ain't going back. I'm never going back. I'm done. I'm done work forever. And that's kind of, I have to start fathoming that, because it seems like I'm going to go back to work, but I'm not going to go back to work. You know what I mean? Like you're on a vacation for a month and you know it's going to end, but this is never going to end. And I have to keep reminding myself that every day when I was driving down the road today. It's like, you know what? This is not end. I'm never going back to work. It's kind of like when you finish school, you're never going back to school. Although some people like to go further education and go to UBC or go to some college or whatever university. I didn't do that. I just finished and then I went to work. And I mean, I did take a college course, but it was a minimal one. It was more like a gardening thing. But anyway, that's my life. My life is actually pretty simple life, and I'm kind of a low key guy, and I don't like really materialistic things. I like people that are down to earth, and I think that's why I like all you people. You're kind of these down to earth people, and that's why I get along with so many people out there on this island. There's a lot of down to earth people on Salt Spring Island, and I will miss that about this island. I've met a lot of friends here over the last 3 decades. I've been coming here since the 70s. My mom and dad bought here in 1978. So I've been coming here since I was 14 years old. You know, and I've already had friends here before I even moved here. Yeah, asking the office. I was the driver. Yeah, no, yeah, I know. I see that too, Bob. It's like, why? Why are you wearing that when you're driving your car? I don't get it. Maybe they forget. I don't know. Maybe some people just forget they have it on because they're so used to wearing it. But I don't like the feel of it on my face. I really don't. I don't know how a lady in Saudi Arabia could wear that burqa all day long. All day long, they got their face covered up. Their whole life when they go out is like, how do you even know who you're dating in Saudi Arabia? Like, even a mask. Like, is there dating sites where you have to wear that? Like, there must be. Is there dating sites where people are wearing their masks? Can you imagine that? What does that chick look like, or what does that guy look like? You know what I mean? It's like it's all too strange to me, and I don't like it. So, anyway, what time is it, by the way? I don't even know what time it is. I'm rambling on here and rambling on. See that shirt I got on? That is a Salt Spring Island shirt. That's roller derby. I just got distracted by hot-looking gals. That's awesome too. I like Corona even more. That is hot. Hot-looking gals. That's great. Corona's awesome. I think I'm going to give her another hug tomorrow just for the hell of it. Arranged marriage in most. Oh, is it arranged marriage? Oh my God. I think it's like that in India too. I think it is actually in India. I think it is actually arranged. Yeah, 1022. Wow. I've been on here a long time. A long time. Yeah, I don't think arranged marriages are very cool though, but they're only used to that. Like, see, they hook you up with a dude or a girl you don't like, you're not compatible. You want to be compatible. You know what I mean? And a lot of times opposites attract, right? Like Wendy Sagittarius, I'm an Aries. She was born in December 6th. I was born March 29th. You know, and you know what's funny? My ex-wife was a Sagittarius too, December 4th. It's really, really strange. Like there's a lot of similarities between Wendy and my ex. And it's not so much that they were born near the same time. I mean, that's one of them. They're both Sagittarius. But I'll tell you something that's really interesting. Okay, so my ex was British. Wendy's Scottish, Irish. But my ex had a stepdad named Bill. Okay? Wendy's ex-husband's name was Bill. Wendy's stepdad's ex-wife's name was Elaine. Wendy's middle name is Elaine. My mom's name was Grace. Wendy's mom's name is Grace. Wendy's mom lives on the Sunshine Coast. My mom and dad always had property in a cabin on the Sunshine Coast. Wendy lived on the street in White Rock, the same street my mother-in-law lived on in White Rock, but just down the road. It just gets weirder and weirder. It's just so strange, the similarities here between us, like all the things that we have in common. Isn't that strange? It's just so strange. So Wendy also lived in the same town as my ex. She lived just down the road from her. Her kids were born in the same hospital as my kids. My kids, even though I lived here, my kids were born in Peace Arch Hospital in White Rock. And Wendy's kids were born in Peace Arch Hospital in White Rock. It's so bizarre, isn't it? When I think about that, when we started talking, it's like all the things that we have that are similar. Like, and, Wendy used to work in the store in Semiahmoo Mall in White Rock. And I used to walk past that store all the time. And I'd often look into that store. And I remember there was this good looking gal in that store because I was going to the health food store to buy, this was back a long time ago. This was in the mid 1980s, mid to late 1980s. And I was buying weightlifting stuff like Progain anabolics and amino acids and stuff I was taking, weightlifting stuff. You can see the chemistry between you two. Yeah, no, we're very compatible, Bob. And Wendy's very easygoing, very, very easygoing and very mellow, very zen. She's the type of girl that like to meditate. I don't know if she does. Maybe she does do some meditating. Yes, I've seen her meditate. But she's very into nature and stuff. And I'm into nature. Yeah. So me, I'm a lot more hyper. Wendy, she likes very mellow music. That's our opposite thing. I'm kind of a headbanger type dude. She likes AC/DC. I kind of got her into AC/DC, and some of the heavier stuff. But she's more into mellow music, which is cool. But she really loves nature, and she loves to garden, and that's where we really connect. So, and I'm a gardener too. I've always been a gardener, so that's a really good connection. My ex, beautiful lady. Can't say anything bad. Excuse me. I can't say anything bad about her either. She's a really nice lady, and we always got along good too. Never even argued. We just kind of grew apart as we grew older. I was with her since she was a teenager. Her brother was my best friend. And we grew apart. So anyway, she's in Chemainus. We have 3 kids together. And we were married for over 26 years. Wendy and I, our anniversary's coming up. I don't blame you, Corona. You know what? And I don't like seeing you wear one either. You look a lot better without one, I can tell you that. So, but I know you have to wear one now inside. I know it's a deal because you could have somebody come in like a little squealer and think and say, well, I saw those people not wearing a face thing, blah, 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 and then the health dude's going to come in and freak out on you guys. So you know what? Hey, do what you got to do. Tom's a great guy. We love Tom. And he provides a great service for the community. We like going to El Loco Taco, but there are going to be squealers out there that stick their nose into other people's business, and they're not happy. They're obviously not happy with themselves. They got their funny little thing on their phone they can show people to get into a restaurant. I don't have that. I'm never going to have that. I don't own an iPhone. I don't have the special medicine. And like I say, I have nothing against you people if you have the special medicine. That's your choice. It's freedom of choice. But what's good for you might not be good for other people, for somebody else. So that's what I tell people. So, hey, and I don't see you as any different. You can still be my friend, but I find a lot of these people that get it, they kind of look down on the people that don't have it. And that's wrong. Like, if somebody gets a flu shot, it's no big deal. Who cares? Got the flu shot, big deal. They don't advertise it, but I see these people that, they get, when all this stuff was coming out and they got their first tablespoon of medicine, and then they get their little card and they're posting it on Facebook. Look at me. I'm going to save the world, blah, blah, blah. That's nice. You don't have to advertise and tell everybody your medical history. It's nobody's business, and I really don't give a rat's what if you got it or not. I really don't care. It's like, if I got it, I'm not going to tell anybody. If I got that, I'm never going to tell anybody, right? But I'm not going to get it. But if I did, that's nobody's business. It's like telling somebody I'm going to go for a colonoscopy. You know what, guys? I got a colonoscopy. It's like, you're going to post that on, you're going to post that on Facebook? No, I don't care if you have special medicine. That's awesome. Good for you. You know, keep it to yourself and don't ask me. I've had people ask me, it's like, what are you asking me for, man? You know what I mean? Yeah. I got all my stuff. I think my last one was tetanus. I'm good to go. I got my tetanus shot. That was the last one I got. That was a long time ago though. But I did get I think you're supposed to get those every 10 years. But yeah, I got a tetanus shot. You know what happened? I worked at Foxglove for about 10 years. I was the nursery guy and I drove the Freightliner for him. I drove the truck. And sometimes I work up in the feed section. I drive the Bobcat, load up people, the skid steer, load them up with soil, and do lots of deliveries. So anyway, I was loading a really heavy. I'll never forget. A lady came in for a dogwood tree. It was a ball and burlap dogwood, super heavy, Eddie's White Wonder ball and burlap dogwood, and she wanted it put into the trunk of her Volvo. Well, it was an older Volvo and it had a deep trunk. So as I was lowering it in, I was in the corner. The corner of the hood of the trunk caught me here and busted me open big time. Blood spewing out. So I actually had to go in and get 4 stitches. I got stitches here, and I had to get a tetanus shot. And she felt bad. I said, "Don't worry about it. Hey, accidents happen. I'm a big boy. I'm not a baby." And the time I was working, we were weed eating. We were weed eating. We had bush blades on. Those bush blades are dangerous, and we were cutting broom with the bush blades on this at the seaside park we have. And broom is an invasive species. So anyway, I'd finished cutting the broom and I put down my weed eater. I guess I put it in the back of my truck. And a good thing I kept my safety glasses on because I was about to take them off. And the guy that I was working with was about 30 feet away. And he was cutting with the bush blade. And the bush blade RPM is around 10,000 RPM, 10,000 revolutions per minute. And that bush blade picked up a piece of maple stick, like a twig, about, can you see that? About that. Can you see that? About that big in diameter and about that long. And it shot it out full blast and it hit me right there. But it hit me sideways and then it hit me there and it knocked my safety glasses off. I'm glad, Corona. Good. See, we think the same. And you know, it knocked my safety glasses off and it busted me open big time, man. I was busted open. My face was covered in blood. And he's freaking out. He's freaking out. Some people don't take accidents too well. I'm fine. Nothing phases me. I says, don't worry about it. Let's just put a Band-Aid on it. You know, I could just go grab the kid. I was calm. I've had people, they've told you at work, is that right? Yeah. Don't let people get you down, man. You know, it's just like, it's pretty annoying. And I can tell which people are like kind of the enforcers, right? You can tell they look at you, they kind of give you a weird look. Like there was people sitting in there one day when I was eating in there and they were kind of looking because I got up and I hugged Jamie and I hugged some other girl. And yeah, you know what I mean? And they were giving us dirty looks. They forget it. It's just like, whatever. You know what I mean? Just don't push that crap on me. That's what I feel like saying to those people. So anyway, it busted me open and I had to fill out a compo thing. I didn't want. I said, don't worry about it. It's fine. I put a Band-Aid on it. It took a while for the bleeding to stop. But I didn't have to get stitches. I don't think I got stitches for that one. I had to go to the hospital. Yeah, I did. Maybe they put the butterfly. They didn't stitch it. I think they put the butterfly tape on it. And it was good. I don't even think I have a scar. I don't think I have a scar from that one. But I tell you, man, it hit me full blast from that thing. And thank God I did have my glasses on because if I didn't have my glasses on, it could have probably knocked out my eye. No, he. Oh, is that right? Oh, wow. I'm assuming everybody that works where you are pretty good with it, right? I'm guessing pretty good with what is going on. That's what I'm guessing. I know Tom certainly doesn't buy into it. I know that. Thank God. Oh God. There's some places we go. I go to Beachside. I go to El Loco Taco. I go to we can go to Switchboard, Antipestos. There's some people that don't buy into it, but most people do, unfortunately. Oh, and Pod. You want to buy some clothes for your kids or whatever they sell in Pod. Helen. I got to go to a party at her place. I get together this weekend. I'm going to Helen's place. So nice, another nice lady, and on the same page. On the same page we're on, you know. So there's a lot of people on the same page, and like I say. Corona, go to ssitribe.com. Okay. I don't know if you're on it already. I don't know if you said you're on it or not. ssitribe.com. go to that and check it out. It's actually a really good website. No dogs allowed, but they don't. Here, I'm hot. You're a German, right on. Do you like bratwurst? Do you like? Well, you like beer, I bet. What other things? Sauerkraut, bratwurst. I like bratwurst. I like sauerkraut too. And I know Germans got some good food, right? There used to be a good German restaurant I went into once in Portland, Oregon, called the Rhinelander, and it was really good. And that's awesome. So you're a hot-headed German. Yeah, I'm a hot-headed Italian. Actually, Mussolini got together with the dude that was running Germany back in the day. I'm a hot-headed Italian. Yeah, from southern Italy, where the mafia is. From the southern Italy and Reggio Calabrese, Reggio di Calabria. Don't hurt yourself. I'll try not to. I'll try not to. So here's the toe of the boot in Italy. There's Sicily. That's where my relatives live, on the toe of the boot in Italy. They can see Sicily. They can see Sicily right across the water, and they're into Sicily. So they live in Ardori, a little town called Ardori, Reggio Calabria, Reggio di Calabria, Calabrese. So my family's from southern Italy, way in the south. And you know, my aunt turned 99 years old on September 19th, my dad's sister. So she outlived my dad. She outlived her younger sister. She outlived her husband. He died at 97. She's 99 years old, and she wants us to go visit her soon. And she asked, what can I cook for you guys? She lives by herself in South Vancouver. Super nice lady. And she's going to be 100 next year, my Aunt Mary. So pretty amazing, eh? And she has that Mediterranean diet. I guess that's what's keeping her going. Really nice lady, a great gardener too. But now she's got home care coming in just because she's getting older. And she fell once down the front stairs and broke some bones, down about 5 or 6 stairs, and landed on the concrete in front of her place on the patio. Crawled to the neighbor's house. She did that about 5 years ago when she was 94. She's a tough Italian, that one. So anyway, I got to go visit my Auntie Mary, because we don't know how long Auntie Mary is going to be around for. I'm hoping she lives to like 105, which would be kind of cool. Me, I hope I make it to 70. That gives me 13 more years. 13 more years. So hopefully I can make it 13 more years. If I make it to 70, I'm going to be pretty happy. I mean, I did some pretty crazy things when I was younger and did some pretty wild stuff. Sicily, a lot of Godfather film. Yes. Gotta love Sicily. I've never been to Italy. You know that I was born in Vancouver. I was born in the Grace Hospital in Vancouver, which is now the Children's Hospital, but I've never been to Europe. I've been to the Caribbean, been lots of places in the States and the Central Pacific, but in Mexico, but I've never ever been to Europe. Oh, excuse me. Wendy has been to Scotland, Ireland, England, and France, but not with me. And then she's been to Costa Rica, and she's been all over the States too. She lived in the United States. Wendy lived in North Dakota. So she went to school in North Dakota when she was a little porch monkey, when she was a kid. That was back in the late 1960s. So Wendy's older than me. Wendy's a little bit older than me. You're in pretty good shape, I think. I hope so. I mean, I'm active. I'm very active. So, you know what? I hope so. I mean, if I make it past 70, that's a good thing. I mean, and I say that a lot. You know, maybe I'll make it to 80. Who knows? I mean, my dad made it to 82, and he was a pretty active guy, but I think I'm more active. And my dad was in pretty good shape, but I'm more active. And well, we'll see where it takes me, my life, right? You know what I mean? So if I can make it to Costa Rica, that's the blue zone, and more people live longer in the blue zone. So in Costa Rica, if and when we get to Costa Rica, I can go pluck some tropical fruit from the trees, right? And eating a lot of tropical fruits is a good thing. The problem is people in Western society, and when they have access to junk food, they tend to eat a lot of junk food. Here on Salt Spring Island, we're quite fortunate. We don't have a lot of junk food. Now, poutine's not the best thing for me, but it sure tastes good, and I like to splurge once in a while. So that's why I usually actually eat a vegetarian burrito when I go to the taco place. But I know people that have access to fast food, like Rotten Ronnie's, McDonald's, A&W, which we splurge at once in a while, Dairy Queen, Burger King, Jack in the Box, Wendy's. Those are junk food places. There's a lot of, well, put it this way. There's a lot of overweight people from eating a lot of junk food and not exercising enough. So you don't see that on Salt Spring Island. You don't really see a lot of really obese people here. There's no fast food restaurants on this island. There's no big box stores. I think most people, on the most part, eat pretty healthy on Salt Spring Island. A lot of people have gardens, and you're in tune with nature. Here on Salt Spring Island, you can do stuff outside year round, right? That's a good thing. You can go hiking in the winter. You can go hiking in the summer, spring, whatever. Year round, you can go hiking. I mean, you got to dress for it. In wintertime, we get more rain. It's like I say, we have 2 seasons on Salt Spring, wet and dry. Winter's wet, spring and summer's dry, and with occasional snowfall. But often there's winters without snowfall or very little snowfall. And when we get snowfall, it doesn't last very long. So anyway, we're very fortunate to live on Salt Spring Island. It's a very beautiful place to live. Anyway, guys, I should cut this live stream short now, not short off, because I've been going for a very long time and I don't want to bore you guys to death with me rambling on, because I like to talk a lot. So you guys, thanks for joining in the live stream. You guys are absolutely awesome. It's kind of like watching a TV show, isn't it? It's like you're tuning into a TV show here and watching this guy babble for like an hour and a half or more, right? I've been babbling for a long time. So really good internet tonight. Sometimes when we have B&B guests here and they get on the internet, it really messes things up. And it'll say, connection has been lost or whatever. But this time, the connection's been steady. So I want to say cheers to everybody in there. Jane, if you're still in there, from Honolulu, you came in and say hi. And Corona, cheers to you. Maybe we'll pop by in the day. I'll pop by for a coffee. If you're there tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow night we're going out for dinner. I forgot about that. We've been invited out for dinner, Corona. Sorry, can't come in. We're going for a roast chicken. Our friends are doing a smoked chicken, and we have to go out for dinner there. I'm so sorry. I'd really like to go and have a cold one in one of these mugs, but I can bring them next time. I can bring those next time. So Corona, if you're still in there, cheers to you. Cheers to all of you guys. Thanks for joining in, and I will see you all next time. The next live stream I'm going to do, I might do one tomorrow after when I get some stuff done out in the garden on Banana J SSI. So tune in to Banana J SSI. Your rambling is pretty good. You have a good night, Bob. I like to ramble. I'm a midnight rambler. Well, actually, I'm not. I actually go to bed pretty early. I get up early. I go to bed early. And this is actually pretty late for me. It's kind of like drinking. I have like one beer and I'm done. That's it. I'm not a big drinker. I'm really not. So one beer and I'm done. I did all that stuff when I was younger. I used to do a lot of partying, but I don't anymore. It was a party for me last night. To me, that was a big party to have like 3 people sitting at the table or whatever, 4 people. So anyway, you guys take care. I'm going to sign off for the night, and I'm going to plug this thing in for Wendy. And thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate it for watching Wendy's channel here. And check out my channel, Banana JSSI and Jungle Joe C. Check out the videos there. And I will do a live stream on my video, on my channel tomorrow. So tune in. Okay, I'm going to say good night, and I'm going to click off right now. Hang loose, everybody.